he's married.
I think it's called
He
Way of
quit.
the House Husband.
I think that's right. Yeah.
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry
That
about things. Everything's gonna be all right.
Ah, the bard. The dulcet tones of our bard.
Also,
I also love how
Me
the guy is
have
strong.
voice of angel. Or is it demon? I can't
Ah, it's so
remember.
tiny.
Oh, that reminds me. I'm supposed to get my Sappho. Because I'm trying to get Passepartout's husband.
Did I warn everybody about Big Thing up here? They're Big Thing up here.
Oh, I gotta do the voice. I need
did
a
your
moment.
warning included telling them that you woke up the big thing, or just that there is a big
Detail not important.
thing?
I think the detail is important.
We could talk about detail later.
Details can
we'll
quickly
eventually.
become irrelevant. Just like some of you.
It
Eaten
doesn't
away.
have to be that way. We could also rave.
Who's about to be an NPC?
I mean,
Is my next character about to be a revenant?
Oh, we be fine.
Honestly, after learning about the zombies heading towards the undead waste, that'd be a cool pathway to go. Make an undead character
Yes, Trev.
who yearns for that.
Yas, Trev.
Yeah. Yes, brains.
No, we're
Yeah,
you said you were ready for
That
it.
was Amanda's joke. I stole it.
Ah, good.
So Roll20's being a real pain about uploading license-free music. But I got a whole database of unlicensed music now available on my computers, but I just can't upload them to Roll20. So I might have to work something out through Discord for DJing music at some point in the future.
What is on the Bluetooth speaker from your phone?
But for streaming's sake, it's something that I am working on.
Oh, okay.
Because I don't know what all the tracks are yet. Still have to figure out what playlists for combat and settings and environments and that sort of shenanigans. Maybe
He
I'll just
holds
have-
himself to a high standard.
Since Evie's right here, maybe she can be the Discord DJ.
Beatbox.
Chicane
I can be
DJ.
a stereotype of a teacher in a '90s movie about high school.
Here for these kids.
Let's see.
Let's see. Where did we leave off? The party gathering up in West Vale because
You can read my summary if that would move things along.
it might be beautiful.
It might be, or it's not a summary. It's just my notes from the session.
Hear the
Let's
world
see.
as you understood it.
Well, a lot of them are word for what you said. Okay, let me make sure I'm on the right week. I think I've got it. The town of West Vale, frosty and misted with chimney smoke, concerned town folk gathered because the river was turned green. Beasts have been spotted. Rumors of a goblin incursion has stirred unease. A blacksmith steps forward and he often gives work for odd jobs, and he's inquired for hires to investigate the pollution upstream. We all in various turn introduce ourselves. You've got Shikari, and then Yaga and Abendra. Then the blacksmith warns this might be dangerous, and reminds, or no, wait, hold on. This is Yaga and Abendra. So he warns her this might be dangerous and reminds her he promised to keep her family safe. So it seems like these two have a very interesting bond. I like it. But she insists on pressing forward. And then Yastrav is a large man. He has skin darkened by sun, and he happens to be smoking a cigarette at the time that we meet him. He has a cart full of blacksmith coal that he just got back with delivery, and he comes to the blacksmith with it. Bontu is there. He's a very large orc. As we've noted, dulcet tones. And he and Shikari have known each other before. They've been acquiring supplies for a journey, and Briarios is also in the mix, and very beautiful and robust, and my future wife. And then Ryan, I don't know.
Yes.
Is a fish smelling yet oddly unnoticed young character with a hugely full backpack. So the smith explains the pollution. He explains the problem is affecting the metal in the weapons they're trying to make, and that without their ability to be able to both make weapons and strengthen them with runes, they won't be able to survive the goblin attack. So all discussions about defending West Vale must begin with the solution of the water pollution problem. He offers us some items. Bontu takes the Blade Ward of Rune, Briarios takes the Long Striding Laces, Yastrev takes the Resistance Rune. Each item lasts for a combat. I can't remember who used what. I think each item got used, but I could be mistaken.
Yashrev used his on the bear during the Sapperling's attack.
Got it. Okay, cool.
Still got the laces.
So,
Haven't used them yet.
haven't got them. Okay, cool. Haven't used them. Good. Then we've got Rand notices a cave opening and sees more mossy fungus growth. A dead goblin is lying face down in the river across the way, observing as what sounds from its intermittent growls like an angry grizzly bear in the woods. That does turn out to be an angry grizzly bear in the woods. But instead of killing the bear, which our DM expected us to fully do, one of us speaks to the bear. Sorry, who is that?
It was
I'm forgetting.
Bree.
It was Bree. Bree speaks to the bear and finds out that these little creatures are on it and they're its enemy, and he wants to just be rid of these critters. And so we all kind of come to the bear's aid and heal him, and he's all good and sleeping and whatnot. We also meet a tree, if anyone remembers that part. And questioning. So Rian points out to the tree, or points out that she remembers when fish heads were dumped in a well, everyone got sick once in her village. So that's what gets us to investigate the corpse in the river and all of that stuff. The tree produces a golden acorn and places it on the pathway. It would be payment for clearing the contamination. Swallowing it is a potion of healing with the benefits of lesser restoration. Bontu, of course, has headed off with no discussion whatsoever.
Real quick, who picked up the acorn?
I thought we were going to come back and get it. I didn't think that.
He was offering it to you guys to go check it out.
Oh, see, why would you pay someone before they do the job?
He's a tree.
He doesn't
How would
understand
you
how
know?
commerce works.
You said you're gonna do it.
So I don't think anybody picked up the acorn, did we?
Bree would have taken it. I think I stepped out when you guys were having that conversation.
Oh, okay, we'll pretend that that's
Okay,
what happened, even if it is.
An acorn that gives the benefits of a potion of healing as well as a lesser restoration spell.
All right.
All right.
So lesser potion, lesser restoration. Got it.
So Bree has that. Yet another reason why I want her to hold me close to her bosom. And then so Bontu heads off and roars into the forest. The party followed him. The wooden sprites are killed. We heal the bear. We approach the goblin courts in the river, but a balloon-like creature pops open. And it releases a cloud of spores in a 20-foot radius around Bontu and Rayan. Shikari kills the creature. Ran removes the creature. It has become a fungal infection based on the creature in its chest cavity, so that's where it's coming from. We detect Shikari detects poison and disease in the river as a ritual, opening and then let's see. She reads about a place where these particular spores have erupted and explains to everyone that they have a 30-foot radius, but they are blind beyond that. And so, using this information, we are able to enter the cave and actually prevent ourselves from being caught within any sort of spore attack. And we are able to see on the ceiling the spores that are problematic before they pop, and we are able to deal with them while we're outside of their sphere. So, we kill the shriekers and spores as we make our way through the cave, and we see a much larger spore lurking in the direction of the fungus. That is where my notes stop. Does anyone else think I prematurely stopped taking notes? It's entirely possible.
I feel like some people around take credit. I mean, clearly, no one got hurt by the spores because we killed them so quickly with certain fire spells.
Yes.
We've done well.
Montu is the only one that has inhaled the fungus so far.
Good job, Montu.
Thank you.
Everyone else has managed to save.
Ooh,
Zug,
Anytime
zug.
they've been called for.
And you can all thank the mistress for that because she's been using her fire spells nonstop.
She has been
Doing what you're
preoccupied
doing.
killing 1,000 twig creatures here at the entrance while
And
everyone
we'll
else
just
is
keep
soldiering
walking
on.
The bear specifically told us to watch out above us, so that's what I'm doing.
We're doing a great job. I have from the DM that he did not expect us not to have set off any more spores and gotten caught.
You guys are doing great, and I'm blown away.
We've been too cautious, guys. Don't worry,
through this dungeon.
Ryan. It's only the first session, and I'm playing a barbarian. We got plenty of time.
Right?
Give it time.
Give it time.
But you're a mother bear barbarian.
Yeah, right.
As we enter round number 5, I believe, unless I didn't update that last time, and we're doubling round 5, but I'm assuming we're entering round 5 of this cave. Starting with Rianne. At the back of the cave, somebody has just shouted out that something is moving back there. You've heard the sound of that waterfall at the back of the room get interrupted by what sounds like a very large, almost leather-like material, like falling down on an umbrella, but the pitch is rising.
I think you need to do that.
And then the water just suddenly starts crashing upon stones again, like something is stepping away from the waterfall.
Oh.
Like whatever's at the back of this cave
I'm sure it's just natural formations, guys. Nothing to worry about.
sounds about 60 feet back is approaching.
Sounds like
And it's
Bantu's problem.
Could be
Okay.
nothing.
Oh my
Enough.
god, I can't see shit because I'm babysitting.
It's okay. Look. We're doing the right thing here. I don't want to be in the middle of that. Like, look, it looks hungry. You know what fungus do? They eat things. Like
Bro?
they decompose.
I don't think we want to leave Yobin by himself. I know that you want to take out these little critters, but we might want to keep up with the rest of the party so that way if something were to happen, I can help everyone, not just watch over you. So can you
Mistress,
please
worry
move?
not.
Yeah, no.
I am at the choke point. You are
move ahead.
safe.
Like, please move ahead. You're totally fine. I promise. If you leave me, I've got this handled. You don't have to worry about it.
Young
Like,
lady,
these
you need to
guys-
move your ass.
Well, we can resolve that conversation on your rounds of combat. But right now, Rachel is moving 15 feet deeper into
That was
the
at
cave.
least like 4 actions each.
That's fine. I'm not doing anything because you shoot shit.
It's better this way. It's okay,
It's
Bree. You're
better
sweet
this-
patootie.
Sorry, Rachel, your light source did not move with you.
No, it did not. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh
You can
no.
see some of these larger mushrooms have uprooted themselves from
Oh,
the
no,
walls, and they're slowly stalking their way down,
They're adorable.
You're
They're
so
reaching in the
sweet.
direction of Bantu.
Dude, what did you do?
Well. Ah, shit. That seems like a fucking problem. Okay, so quick question. Anything over 20 feet with my spear, disadvantage, right?
I believe so.
Okay.
And
I've
anything
never
outside
thought
of
that.
your light source would also be disadvantage.
Okay.
Which I
well,
think is the edge of her. Right? That's 20 feet for a torch, I think.
I think.
He's got a lantern. I thought.
Oh, maybe
I
it's
don't know if
30
it's
feet
more.
then.
All right. Wait. Is it if it's exactly 20 feet? Is that at disadvantage?
If it's over 20, up to
Oh.
20 feet, you're good.
20 feet, you're solid. Single roll.
All right. I have a spear. I have a spear. Or how many spears do I have?
Wait, spears? Spears are different than your fucking trident, right?
Yeah. No. It's 2060.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm going to throw my spear.
Throw that spear!
7.
This one has already been damaged a little bit, but the spear just clatters off the stonework right beside him.
Oh. Oh, that's not good. Oh no, this is. Well, I don't know what to say at this point. This is not good. Rien will end her turn because I think she used all of her movement. Actually, she hasn't. That was 15. Okay, she'll take 5. She'll take a step back to 5 feet. There we go. All right. She's feeling confident about this. Not really. That was kind of her only move, but live and let learn.
Perfect. You watch as those little critters start creeping their way along the wall.
Oh. Okay. How the fuck do I only have one spear? I thought I had more. Fuck.
Did you only buy one?
I thought I bought more.
Sometimes the quantity thing doesn't actually work for those. You have to have like separate items.
They are going to just start creeping forward, and then this guy is going to rush forward. And this guy is going to.
Oh, fuck.
Bantu. This one is going to get close enough that he's able to swing at you. And this little Death Bonnet Sprout is swinging with a 21,
Yeah.
a 13, and a
Uh-huh.
12 to hit
12 misses.
for 2 points of piercing damage.
Oh.
Like, for both hits?
Like, for the first hit.
Got it.
And another 2 points of piercing damage on the second.
Okay.
Oh
I
god.
rolled minimum damage on that.
Ooh, we
Thank
lost.
God.
Rin, the Death Bonnet Sprout that made it up to you with just its movement, the one that you threw your spear at, is swinging at you with an 8, a 15, and a 7 to hit.
What was that again?
An 8, a 15, and a 7 to hit.
No.
Well,
Monk
alrighty
or
then. You
fighter
just
AC,
feel
yeah.
these vines start scratching along the sides of your armor helplessly.
What?
Ro and Briarios, you see some of those death bonnets that are along the ceilings up above you suddenly just drop One falling to Briarios.
Damn.
One
Child.
falling towards Pro.
No, don't touch me. Oh,
Damn it, child.
I should have gone for the bigger ones first.
Well,
Well, this character was fun, guys. I enjoyed
You're
her.
not dying. Stop it.
the natural 19 drops down to a natural 1 because of its disadvantage while he's swinging in the air.
Yay.
Well, the second attack is going to be a natural 2. Third attack will be a 17 to hit with disadvantage on Briarios
17 hits.
for 4 points of piercing damage.
Have to 2.
Nice. And Crow, first attack is an 11,
That misses.
followed by a natural 1,
Perfect.
followed by a 9.
Misses.
Those 3 hits are going to miss.
Wow, that was really lucky.
And Yastrov.
We will move forward 5, 10, 15. I'll drop my torch and take a swing with my claymore. Oh, I have a new dice? Oh no.
Oh, no.
Yes,
I
what's it look
missed.
like as you miss with that greatsword?
So as I go to swing with the great sword, I miss. But as I'm missing, I come down with a downward thrust, and I can deal damage to it equal to the ability modifier. So it's because I missed, it's still going to take a 3 damage.
Nice. 3 damage to the one in front. That's just a fine fillet of shroom gets sliced off the edge of it.
Just off the top. No.
We'll call that one Friar Tuck.
That is my top.
All right. Crow and Briarios, what are your passive perceptions?
14 for me.
10.
And cool. Briarios, you can hear something splashing and moving about just outside of the opening of the cave.
Oh, no. Please, Boo Boo, save us.
It's fine. This is fine.
Your character's too
Everything.
hot to let die, Amanda. It's not going to happen.
No, we're fine, guys. We're
Jan
fine.
Bendra, what is your passive perception?
13.
13. That corpse that you're standing next to is like it was motionless a moment ago, but you swear you can hear some of its bones crunching on the inside. Like its hand just starts jerking and moving and twisting on the floor next to you. It's starting to animate.
It's totally
Which corpse is
normal.
this?
The
Or
north
the
one, right?
Shriekers?
Yeah, where the Shrieker
Okay.
is.
I forgot those were coming out of corpses. I thought they were just
Oh, that
like,
right. They were coming out of
things.
goblin corpses. Ugh.
Goblin zombies?
Well, congratulations, Ryan. That's just gross.
Zoblins? Not the dreaded Zoblin.
Yeah, the goblin.
Time for Zoblins.
Dun, dun, dun.
Goblins. And those with eyes on it see this giant mushroom at the back of the room start creeping its way forward.
Oh!
As it does so, it, I think, enters Yaz's light source, illuminating it for most
Oh
everybody
my
in this
god!
gathering. As this huge, monstrous, like tree-sized fungal growth with what looks like a large maw towards the bottom of it just creeps along the floor of this cavern scooping up the remains of this corpse at its foot as well as the mushroom next to it, and just starts immediately gorging itself upon both of them. And that's going to be its turn.
He's
Briaria.
eating the baby mushrooms now.
All right. Bree is going to pull out her warhammer, her son's warhammer, step down next to Crow, and I'm gonna try to punt this one to the south of me.
All right.
So I'm gonna swing.
Wing.
18.
18 hits.
All right. That's a D10 plus 6. Yeah. 11 points of bludgeoning damage, and I have the weapon mastery, which means I get to move it so many feet. 10 feet. Straight line back.
Where would you like to send the pieces of this thing?
Well,
10
here's
feet
a question. How big is the mushroom compared to my shortness?
It's about equal to your size.
All right, then I boot it up into the ceiling trying to hit one of the twig blights.
Slicing it upwards, it just kind of showers upon the two of you there.
Now, it is time for you to get up to your guardian. I do not have time for this. Move your pretty little ass. And that's
dare
it for
you.
Bree.
Bro
She's-
just looks at you speechless.
Wait,
No one's ever talked to her like that before.
I'm
no.
at everyone's ass height. I'm sorry.
are you complimenting?
Yo, Bedrock!
Okay, so would you say I'm being threatened by this corpse that seems to be reassembling itself?
Not yet.
Good.
It seems like it's starting to take place, but it hasn't completed this ritual yet.
Okay, moving back to get much closer to Crow. Okay, those mushroom guys, that one's still alive, right?
Correct.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to hellish. Well, actually, probably going to end up Eldritch blasting this. But would I have any insight into whether these things are susceptible to Mind Sliver?
Ooh,
You guys had an expert
mines?
give their opinion earlier. They are not particularly susceptible to mind-altering effects, but they can be affected by them.
So,
Yep,
like,
a
I
hive
still
mind,
sometimes
right?
get confused between Pathfinder and D&D about, like,
I don't
they're
think
not
there's
immune.
traits that negate mind affecting things in
You're good.
5e.
cool.
You're well enough informed to know that these mushrooms share some sort of fungal network
Okay.
that works just like a brain, right?
I will remember that.
It does in this one.
First, I'm going to Eldritch blast the mushroom guy.
Nice.
17's gonna hit.
Big damage, Ben. Big damage.
Ooh.
I'll take it.
It's
Click
force
the
damage.
side of this growth.
And that's all the actions I got.
All right.
I'm going to say, Mistress Crow, get back.
Bro, how do you respond?
Crow's
Since you're
gonna
at
look at Bree and look to E. I need to figure out I'm gonna
It's
figure
fine,
out a
just call me
nickname
Eon.
for you.
Eon works.
Eon. Okay, you know what? Eon's good. Eon's good. And then she's gonna look back and she's gonna take a step this way, and then with like a little like super like I'm trying to think of the words and they're not coming to me, but you know, like a girl who's never actually had to deal with anything gross before, she's like, oh, ew, gross, and she's gonna like kind of push the mushroom with shocking grasp, and then she's gonna keep walking. And let's see if it hits. 26.
Whoa!
26 is pretty great. That's gonna hit.
Oh my gosh, guys, come
One
on.
lightning damage to this thing.
She's gonna be like, "Oh, ew, gross!
Not,
I didn't
not
think they
getting
fell
to
from the
add your
ceiling."
modifier damage sucks, but it's where you are.
It's fine.
Well, it can't take reactions, right? That's shocking, Grasp.
It can't take opportunity attacks now.
There you go.
And so
Move.
then she's gonna step there and there and there and one more. You're like, oh, ew, gross. I'm sorry. Okay, yeah, no, I'll walk over here. This is fine.
And as you go that
I didn't think
way,
they'd fall from the ceiling.
as you go that way, Bender's going to say, "Not that way, danger."
Oh, well, I have like 5 feet left. Okay, I'll take a step back this way then.
We heard something coming from the mouth that we entered, Ryan. What you said?
Yep.
Yes.
There's danger everywhere, Ibendra.
We're surrounded.
We're surrounded.
Hashtag surrounded.
Uh-oh.
I don't think I have any bonus actions. Oh, what is that?
Mm.
Is that new? Innate? I don't. Oh, it's been so long. Okay, yeah, no, that's my turn. I'll pass and then I'll look into this.
What's that? What's
The
new?
innate sorcery says spells the spell save DC of your sorcerer spells increases by 1. You have an advantage on the attack rolls of sorcerer spells you cast. You can use this feature twice, and you regain all expended uses of it when you finish a long rest. But I was like, oh, I mean,
Oh,
this is a bonus action. Like, I don't remember this, but spell save. I mean, won't be bad to have. Is that just something I have for forever now? Like,
Sounds like it.
like I don't see a time thing.
Should be like a class trait.
It's for 1 minute, Amanda. It lasts for 1 minute. So you can activate that, and it makes your spells stronger, right? So your DC, your saves are +1 to whatever you're currently using, and you have advantage on attack rolls.
Yeah, I'll do that since we're surrounded. It's like I'm a barbarian and I'm sorcerer raging.
Yep. So it's a non-concentration advantage for your attack rolls.
That's super cool. I'm gonna forget it, but I'm excited.
Well, find in your in between your turn, find a cool icon to help you remember.
That's my turn.
And with that, we go to Bontu.
I'm hurt.
Don't die, Bonju.
I think we trust Yash, Trev. So let's take care of this guy first. First, hand axe at little mushroom dude.
And that's the mushroom.
No more disadvantage. He came up to me.
Now you're defending yourself, but a 7 misses.
Okay. Well, light weapon, so 2 weapon fighting. 14.
14 hits.
Not 6. Offhand. 2.
2 damage. Slices off a chunk of shroom. It's got a little chip out of that one.
Me no remember what Vex mean. Where are the weapon properties?
Hand axe. Vex means you get advantage on your next attack roll.
Oh. I gotta step away from this thing. I'm going to provoke an attack of opportunity. I mean, me move.
Nick, I need you to say "job done" every time you move, and your turn moving. Job done.
Job done. Zog zog.
Zog zog.
Does mushroom swing at me?
Mushroom does not swing at you.
Oh, thank God. Okay.
There's much worse for us.
Then Shikari.
She is
Shikari.
Shikari. Thank you. is going to doo-ba-doo. I know it's not real fire, but I'm gonna sacred flame the one between Bintu and Rand. The Spore. So
Sorry.
what's up?
Which
Right?
one?
The one between Rand and Yasrev.
Gotcha.
And so the target must succeed on a dexterity saving throw or take 1d8 radiant damage.
That's gonna be a 12.
Attack save is a dex of 14.
So that's a fail.
And so it'll take 7 damage.
7 fire damage.
Sacred flame damage.
Radiant damage.
I believe so.
Okay.
1d8 radiant damage.
7 radiant damage to that one, and the next attack against it will have advantage.
And I'll pass my turn.
Awesome. Those are all dead. Round number 6.
Well, that was a quick round. Good job, guys.
Great.
I like it. Rachel, save us.
Oh, no, I didn't. I didn't hear the Rand's name, so I'm just standing there going, "Yeah, Ryan. Whenever you're ready, I'll be ready." All right.
Oh, you were the first name we said, Rachel. You just didn't hear it before.
I missed that about Fantasy Grounds, where it would ping the player when it came to their turn in combat.
Oh,
Well,
right.
that's only if you had the shot caller edition.
Oh, yeah. Okay, I'm going.
All right.
Quick share buzzer.
Ryan is going to swipe at this guy right here with her trident.
Noise. Is he trident proof?
Fuck.
That's gonna miss.
He trident true.
Apparently.
Which one did she swing at?
The one to her
Wait.
left.
Wait.
Ah.
Hold on. I think I was inspired.
I think you're right. There's a yellow dot on you. I think
Okay.
you're right.
Yellow dot inspired. I need to write that down.
What?
It's a D6.
D6. All right. Come on.
Does 10 hit?
10?
A 10 is going to hit. Roll damage.
Yeah!
Fuck yes.
Good job, Bontu.
Oh shit! I don't know which.
Me words carry weight.
Which one do I activate? No, I got it.
Zug.
12.
12 piercing damage.
Ooh.
Holy shit,
fine.
Rachel.
Well, hold on. Is that the right one?
We
It's
having mushroom skewers for
Yeah,
dinner
tried it in
tonight.
2 hands. That's a D10. That's right.
D10. All right. Okay.
Nice.
Freaking rains
yeah.
over like 300ing over here. Just spears through people.
Yeah.
I'll score those next.
Trident through the face.
Yeah!
It's a tried and true thing. Anyway, Rianne's going to turn over to the other one. I don't have a bonus action, but
You look menacing.
Or you know what? Actually, looks pretty fucking cool, but it's still on her trident, so she's trying to shake it to get loose, and she'll end her turn trying to get it off of her trident. It's just not.
Is your trident barbed and it's like stuck on the barbs or something?
Yeah, it's a fishing trident.
Okay. This one is going to creep forward close enough to go for Yas. He's going to take 3 swings at you.
No.
He's
For a
fine.
9, a 19, and a
Oh.
6.
Oh fuck.
The 19 will go through.
For 3 points of piercing damage. This one is going to swing for Rien. The 19, a 13,
Mm-hmm.
and a 9.
The 19 finally hits.
That's going to be 2 points of piercing damage.
Oh,
They're
fuck.
rolling great. And Briarios down here for 21,
Oh, yeah.
22,
Uh-huh.
and a natural 1.
2 hits, right?
That's going to be 4 points of piercing on the first,
Okay.
and 2 points of piercing on the second.
All right, so 3 total.
Boop, boop. That is all that are left alive down there. Those 2 went. Okay. Yes. What would you like to do?
This is going to be a long campaign.
Yeah, it is. You went there, dude.
Yes.
We will take a swing on this one.
Mess him up.
I need Jeremy to do Yas in his accent.
Yes.
Say
A
yeah,
20's gonna hit.
Jace.
Nice, Jeremy.
Bisecting this one. He did.
The music's just ending.
And that will be my turn.
All right.
It's a hidden shrieker somewhere, guys. Oh no, it's rising up the dead.
Are going to start standing themselves up for their turn. And these little goblinoids are going to rise up from where they had fallen with these massive cavernous holes in their chests from where those spores had burst out. And with completely hollowed, empty eyes, start shambling their way forward. And that's going to be their turn.
Oh, zombie skeletons goblin skeletons are the worst.
And Briarios, on that same initiative
Yes.
turn, you hear that splashing outside of the cave getting a little bit more distant.
Oh. Wait. Oh, was there a
Start to
mushroom
hear
just
a
outside
bear
the cave?
The corpse outside.
Oh,
probably
fuck.
reanimating
The one we
itself.
cleared out is rezzing up. Oh, no.
Yeah.
You
Y'all
know what
try
makes
to
me
burn that
even
corpse.
more upset? I have something that I can cast that would make it so that undead can't reanimate. And I should have done it.
I burnt that corpse.
Spare the dying?
The bigger problem at the back of the room is going to start creeping its way forward. And I think it's going to be just close enough to reach.
No!
Especially when you make it bigger, Ryan.
I realized it wasn't filling its full space.
Oh, no,
Only
guys.
occupying half of that
You're in
last one.
range.
Fuck!
So, Rien,
No.
one of these massive uprooted limbs is going to stretch outwards towards you uncomfortably quickly. But as it does so, you are easily able to nimbly dodge out of the way of this natural one as it just goes right over you. And that's going to be its turn.
Ah, cool. I think when it she barely dodges it because she finally got this this thing off of her trident.
Like she stumbles while cleaning her blade off at just the right time, like Hanna-Barbera style.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Briarios.
All right. Well, Bree doesn't know the dangers that anybody's in because I don't think anybody's talking. Are they? Anybody talking?
I mean, you do see.
I just said, ew,
I
gross.
can't see shit. I'm around the corner.
Me no shut up.
He thought he burnt that corpse during short rest. Does that not do it?
I need to move. Oh god.
No.
I mean, me no shut up.
I hear the car horn in the back, apparently.
Yeah, exactly. Even car horn tries censor Bantu.
Bree will say, if y'all can, fall back to the waterfall over here. I can't get to you fast enough. And she pulls out her greatsword, her husband's greatsword, and gonna take out this mushroom. 12.
I can't even see you.
12's gonna hit.
All right, sweet. Oh, 16 points of damage.
16 points of damage. Drops the mushroom.
I can't see.
All right. No immediate threats except for a shambling skeleton that I can see. I'm gonna jump up, slide between. You're like 6 foot something, right, Crow?
Yes,
All right, sweet.
I am.
I'm gonna slide between your legs into the water, splashing it up into the skeleton's face, and go toe to toe with this goblin skeleton. Great sword in hand. Everyone fall back to me. At least I can keep you safe if you're around me. And that's Bree's turn.
Bendra.
Okay. With no clear enemies behind us, the Avenger is going to step up in front of Crow and is going to try to blast this guy.
All right. Pen is going to hit this very slowly shambling skeleton.
We're getting so lucky, guys.
You are lucky that
We
this
are
one is a minion.
doing
Oh
so
my god,
much
Ben,
damage.
change your color or dice or something,
The
please.
remains of this little goblinoid back into its foot along the cave wall.
Oh, it's like zombie
Weird.
regeneration. It comes back with 1 hit point.
See, I can't change my color because these dice are due.
They're gonna come up big. They're gonna come up big.
Yeah. Besides, I rolled a 10. I winged it. The fact that it killed it, it was just good luck. But now that that's dead, I will continue my movement to right there.
All right. Bro.
Okay, just to make sure there's no more active zombie trying to kill us.
Jan Bendra has just taken care of it.
Okay. And this one, the X is behind it, but it's dead. Correct.
All right, thing one more time.
The mushroom down towards the entrance.
Yes. Yes.
I think it's the bloated, like, gas cloud
Okay.
ones we have to worry about.
Okay. So then, do I see anything towards the entrance? Because I know Bree said we are surrounded, and like the only thing I can see are the little sapperlings.
You see the little sapperlings, and you can probably hear this horrible monstrosity just slamming into the cave wall, barely missing Rien.
Yeah, okay, that's fair. I am going to take a step here, and then I will target the monstrosity, and I will cast Hellfire on it.
Seems rude.
Awful excessive.
But I get the something because I did the thing. What was that?
Yeah, so your DC is 16 for the save.
16 instead of 15.
Let's see how charismatic this plant is.
He looks like a talker.
Rolled a 15.
Oh, but it's 16.
Rolled a 15.
What's the plus?
No
It's a
pluses.
-2 to that.
Yeah!
So he's going to take 14 points of
7.
fire damage
Oh, jeez.
because it's vulnerable to fire. And
Perfect.
does that set it aflame?
Well, you know,
I haven't even looked
Hellfire
at this
is
spell.
clearly, it doesn't say. Create an eruption of smoldering hellfire around a creature you can see within range. Or take fire damage.
Okay.
It doesn't say if it catches fire.
Okay. Then you do a boatload of damage to this thing, and it does not seem very happy about that.
Perfect. I love making things not so happy.
Well,
It's a
perfect.
skill. And I will stand here happily in between my new friend and my favorite person.
All right. Next up is Bontu.
Baba too.
Okay, sorry.
Let's go, Bubba.
Okay. Bantu
Spell.
is okay.
That's
Okay,
the
everything
Illrigger
fine.
spell. Okay.
Everything fine. Bantu cast Fairy Fire on Big Mushroom, bitch.
Big mushroom.
Bantu need deck save.
How about a 0 on his save? Does that
Okay.
pass?
No, not at all.
Well, then this guy's gonna start glowing, I believe.
I choose green light.
Let's see what we can do.
It's not easy being green.
Is it also not easy speaking without articles?
Oh, I guess this mushroom technically also makes save.
This guy there.
Yeah.
How about
Making double fucked.
a 13?
13. Meets it.
Aha! He's so cool. And that gives you guys advantage against it?
Correct.
It shed dim light in 10-foot radius, can't be invisible, and give advantage.
Cool.
The light is actually clutch for people that can't see, because then they can fully wield their weapons. It's great.
Is that affecting the brightness of the area?
It should.
Yeah.
It's a really big creature.
Be better over there if you couldn't see in the dark.
You guys were kind of shady before. But
I think that no bonus action is available because no make attack action. So, I could bardically inspire someone. I want to bardically inspire Yash Trav by saying, Yash Trav. You go.
you should.
They got me.
Okay, that's fine.
That tickled something, Nick.
That end of turn.
All right. Shikari.
Okay, so there are a couple of problems here right in front of me, don't you know? I really don't like that this guy is still alive and at 10-12, but then this guy seems like the bigger problem. It's like in
That
magic,
10-12
like,
is Rain, by the way.
The what, huh?
The 10-12 is Rain's hit points.
Oh, I thought that was the monster.
No,
Oh,
we
good
don't
for
get to see
you,
their
Blake.
hit points.
Wait. Do you see the hit points on all of my monsters?
She does when she leans over.
Good.
So you're
No, thank you. Nuh-uh.
Ryan needs a
literally-
DM screen for his monitor.
I can't just look over at his monitor anymore. I rearranged so I can't see it because it's too tempting.
Because spoiler alert, those guys have like 12 hit points.
Good guess.
I'm gonna do the same thing I did last turn, and I'm gonna aim it at the same guy.
I think you have advantage, right?
That was Sig.
This, if it's the little,
Advantage for a deck save.
the little guy succeeded on his fairy fire roll. The big guy failed, so it would be
Oh no, from her last
on
spell.
attack roll. But for a deck save, it's not affected by that.
Cool. So it's a deck save.
And that's the little guy.
Yeah. Hold on.
That's gonna be An 11 is not going to do it.
No, it's not. So I am going to do Ocho Damage.
Nice.
Destroys another mushroom.
All right,
Another
now I
one.
just have to deal with the big guy and this zombie that we all seem to have forgotten about. Pass.
Those guys are gone.
I appreciate that. I pass the turn.
Round 7. Rain.
Clan.
Rain.
Thank
Rain.
you.
Rain.
We've got Riri and Breebree.
Do you want to like
So
retreat?
So I know. Wait, did we say to retreat or no?
Bree said, "Why don't you all fall back to the waterfall, back to where she was?"
Is anyone retreating?
Nobody's moved yet.
I'm
Fuck!
already back here.
I want to attack the mushroom spore thing, but a part of me is going, don't do it, because I'm not a frontline fighter. This is the first time. I probably can't.
But you have advantage
How do I have advantage?
Fairy fire.
because it fairy fired.
Glowing.
Fuck! I don't want Ryan to die. Fuck!
Should have played a monk.
Haha, I could have. Fuck it. You know what? I don't know what to do. Fuck!
Be the hero of your
Rachel, show
story.
it who's boss.
We ball.
Yeah,
Yeah,
you know
ball
what?
out.
Fuck it.
We ball.
Get with the pointy end.
Ryan's gonna attack it.
Brienne attacks.
Roll again for
I
crit,
have
just in
advantage.
case.
Crit fish.
Crit fish.
Crit fish.
Really?
You have
6?
advantage. Roll it again,
Oh, right.
just in case. Right here on the board. Nope, that's damage.
Oh wait, sorry.
Roll to hit again,
Sorry.
just in case you crit. Okay, 23.
Those are good
Crit.
rolls, though.
Really good rolls. I think Rain's in her element.
And you said that's with 2 hands or 1 hand?
2 hands.
It stabs into the death bonnet, plunging the trident upward. It releases a very almost. It sounds like it's shrieking almost, but it's a plant. It's as this kind of gas releases from inside of it. It starts to hollow out in some places, and part of it starts to deflate like a bit of a balloon.
Oh, cool. Yeah, Brienne ends her turn. She's kind of like, oh, okay, I did that. That's nice. I did something. I'm so yay. She ends her turn.
And the death bonnet sprout.
What?
Those guys are all dead. They're gonna do nothing. Yastrev.
Yeah.
We will step forward and take a swing.
Oh no, no,
Nice.
Yas.
You inspired. Roll d6.
Hope for a 6.
Yes.
Ah!
15's gonna hit.
Yastrav. Slice it in half.
Da, 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 da.
9 points of slashing damage. Cleaving upward, severing a chunk of its roots, dropping it down to a much more reachable level for you. Anything else you'd like to do?
No, we are focused for combat.
Excellent. The decrepit skeleton is going to move. 1, 2,
I don't like it.
creeping upwards and continuing
Oh, hello.
outwards.
Oh, okay.
What? Is he dancing? I want to swing at it.
Provoking an attack of opportunity if Bree takes it.
Yes, I want the opportunity attack with my great sword.
Swing away. Swing away, Bree.
Oh,
24 hits.
oh yeah. 13 points of damage.
Dusting the skeleton.
Is it all fun and games now, Crow? Bree will also call out, it appears that the Risen are trying to get themselves back out the cave and follow something that's outside. So whatever we gotta do it quick, and we have to get outside and make sure that the undead don't get to town.
And the Death Bonnet is going to swing. Let's see. There's 3 of you within its reach. Who's he swinging at?
He's
Yastra.
before me, right?
He is before you.
Okay, cool.
He's got a 12 on his
fine.
initiative.
Just making sure.
Yastrev, this tree trunk of an arm is going to lift up over your head, and it's arcing downwards with a 13 to hit.
I step out of the way, barely missing it.
Crashing into the floor, just scattering stones, and the water sprays everywhere. Briarios, you hear this earthquake of a fracturing of stone impact a little bit further up the tunnel. Things are getting serious. What would you like to do?
Ilbern, you have Crow. I'm going to make sure nobody else dies. And Bree is going to double move. She's going to get up next to Chikari with her first movement, and she's going to make a second movement as her action. And she's going to jump up and provide another target. She's actually going to leap and body this guy, not doing anything physically, but get up in its grill, get an attention, and bonus action, maintain my rage.
Rage maintained.
And that's Bree's turn.
Beautiful.
What does it look like when you maintain your rage?
Her necklace glows green, and you actually see like the veins coming up her neck is like pulsating green. So it seems like the necklace that she wears is affecting her body. And so it's like green is starting to creep up above her collar.
That's cool.
So her necklace affects her body. These are facts Shikari needs to know.
Well, you got to see the front. You can see the behind now.
I want to see the front and the behind. Do you not get what's happening here?
I get
it. It all, sister.
Bantu elbows Shikari and says, "Hey, we're fighting."
Wait, are you blushing?
Right.
What?
Sorry. Sorry, right.
Yo, Bendra, what would you like to do?
There's no immediate threats that I can see, right?
Not around you, no, but you should be able to see the giant mushroom glowing at the back of the cave.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can see that.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm going to stand here in front of Crow and do absolutely nothing until she tells me to.
Perfect.
You can
Crow.
do things. It's okay. You know this.
My number one goal is to look after you, mistress.
We call these the EO protocols.
You guys have a weird relationship, but I like it.
Well, you see, I'm like really concerned about the twigs we left behind. They just give me, like the heebie-jeebies. But then I look over there and nothing's really kind of freaky. So I think maybe we should take care of that. So I'm gonna target the big freaky mushroom. And when these little twigs come to attack us, I just want everyone to know. I told you. Oh no. Oh wait. Okay. DC is still gonna be 16.
Yes.
That's a 4 on its save.
Next. So it gets there's 3 fire and 3 necrotic.
The fire damage is going to be doubled to 6 and 3 necrotic for 9 total.
We'll take it.
It doesn't like that at all, as a large portion of it just kind of engulfs in flame, and it sends a cloud of spores upward to snuff the flames out, but in doing so, just sort of balloons a large chunk of itself away, and it now just dangles off of its side like a deflated parachute. But this massive tree trunk of an arm still seems to be the life focus of this thing, and it is still wildly lifting it up for another swing. Anything else you'd like to do?
She's gonna look to Eon and be like, "Don't get too close. I don't know what's gonna happen when it explodes. It's gonna explode. It's just, it's inevitable. You know, it's what spores do. It's creepy, but don't get too close. But like, you know, we got this." And she's gonna like pat him on the shoulder.
Ben, does that trigger any actions?
I didn't hear her specifically say to attack the creature.
You have free will. It's okay.
And my free will is to reserve all my attacks until you're threatened.
I mean, it's scary. It's definitely scary. You can.
Tell you what.
The twigs. The twigs are really freaky. They're definitely scary. Like, you know, just pick one.
Are there any twigs around us?
There are a few hanging out around the ceiling.
If I can see them, I will take a shot at the twig.
All right.
They are deadly, so I appreciate that.
Not that Shikari's down there, but if Shikari were there, she'd say, maybe you attack all enemies attacking her friends, since we're all potted.
We're not friends. We're all strangers.
We are, but we're friends for the purposes of this exercise.
They're going to drop one of the little twig blights from the ceiling.
And then Crow's gonna do that little clappy thing while jumping up and down. See, you get it. This is fun. We're doing it. I don't want to know what's gonna come through the entrance.
Ben's been ordered to have fun. Next up is Bantu.
Bantu going to crack his neck, smack his hand axes together, and say, "Come on!" And he's going to run up here and he's going to swing at Big Mushroom Dickhead.
I think we lost racial even.
Does 10
Ben
hit?
is not going to do it, Bantu.
Swing with offhand. 18 better.
18 is going to hit much better.
Only 2 damage.
2
Because
damage.
offhand.
As you kind of swing, and it almost scrapes off the side of this sort of tree bark-like surface. The second swing is a much more directed swing, and you manage to get like just the first chunk of hacking away at a full tree trunk's worth. But there's a little bit of satisfaction, because if you can do that, that means that you're capable of doing more damage to this thing. And now it's got a wounded spot, right?
Aha! That ended the Bantu turn.
Perfect. Shikari.
I'm gonna do what I do best, and I'm going to Sacred Flame, the giant spore.
No.
Dex save, please.
It's so good at those. How about a 6?
It will fail. If it had succeeded, I would have taken.
I need my die back.
It gets 4 damage.
4 damage. And the next creature to attack it has advantage?
Yes.
Or is that a different one?
That's a different one. Flame like radiance. The target must succeed. The target gains no benefit from half cover 3 cards. Yeah, that's a different thing.
Cool. Round 8. Rien. If your internet's up.
Yes, my internet is back up.
Okay.
What's up?
Rien is yet again
It's up to
going
you, love.
to hit.
Oh, I see. It's German.
No. Is it
21's gonna hit.
is it with advantage?
Yes.
Let me see if it's a natural 20. No. It was a 19. 7.
7 points of damage.
Do, 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 do.
Stabs upward into it, and you see a part of like what's kind of the last stalk of it start to lose some of that gaseous substance inside, and it reacts quick to sort of hold that wound in place. It is looking rough.
Oh,
It
yay. Okay.
stumbles a little bit with this attack.
Who's gonna get to kill it?
Well,
Anything else you would like to do?
Nope, that's it.
Cool. Yastra?
As it's stumbling backwards, I would like to try to go in with a lunge and pierce that spot it's holding carefully.
Very good. Swing away. With advantage. 20 is going to do it. Yas. How do you want to do this?
Ah!
Yeah.
As it's stumbling backwards, I'll just lunge in real quick, as fast as I can, and just pierce it right through that spot. I'm trying to looking away from it in case it does explode into a big gaseous form. But we are going for the kill.
Great sword bursts into the side of this thing, and it first moves to try and react to the blow, then tries to react to the impact of it, but it's quick to stumble, and its movement just sort of slows and freezes before the whole thing just starts to immediately rot away and just dissolve immediately into the air, harmlessly.
I will hold my sword there until it's all dissolved, and then sheath it. That is my turn.
And with that, I think we're out of combat. Oh,
If I don't sense any imminent threats, Ryan, I'm going to maintain my rage and run back outside and see what that sound was now that everyone's clear.
all right. Roll me a perception check,
Certainly.
Briarios, as you're running you out.
Yes! Yes!
Or he
Put it on the
runs-
board! That's a natural
You gotta
20!
watch this. He sprints away from you, sprinting past Jan Vendra and Crow, running outside of the cave.
It didn't do the thing with the circle around. Did they change that, Ryan? You
I
know?
don't know what thing around with the circle.
Well,
the
like when it
green-
highlights when you get a crit, like it gives it green, max die or whatever.
Oh,
I think
They
that
did
I think the extension changed something.
no. Crap, we're gonna have to be.
Because that was a 20 and didn't tell us.
Yeah, I knew my bonus was +4, so
Well, dang, yeah, that's a natural 20.
yeah.
All
So
right.
Bree is like undead around. I don't like this. Let's figure out where they were heading because they were running away from me.
All right, so Briarios is sprinting out of the cave, and we will come back to that.
Right on.
What's everybody inside of the cave doing?
Who's dead?
I am still kicking.
I would like to take care of these last two, if at all possible. I
Fire
want none
away.
to survive.
14 hits.
I'm
And
making a check
DC
of Crow
16.
to see if she's taking any damage or if there's anything that I can do to like help her out.
They rolled an 8 on their save, so that's gonna fail. That's gonna drop one.
I want to make sure that once these are dead, we've actually killed everything. So if I could ceremony cast detect poison and disease to see if they're still flowing or what we need to do next. Or just do a nature check or something like that to see if we're good. I can also make a vial of holy water and throw it into the pond if that helps.
I mean, they did.
Oh.
Yeah, they did mention that the water source was tainted, so we need to make sure that even like their decomposing corpses aren't sitting in the water.
Correct. Yeah, I want to. We're here for decontamination. Let's decontaminate. I want to do that.
Right.
What checks do you need from me?
I will help you with that right after I do this last one.
I got one more twig blade to kill.
That drops the last one, Amanda.
Huh? That drops it. Perfect. We'll take it. And then she's gonna look to Eon and be like, I'm fine. Let's
And
go
if you
clean
can
up
roll
this
me
water.
a nature or medicine or
Survival. Medicine works. Medicine works. Oh no, an 11.
11. It seems as though like was a much more powerful corruption present here. It seems as though you guys have eliminated the source of that corruption. It might take a little while for the rest of these pollutants to just slowly wash out of the stream, but now that the source of it is gone, it's going to slowly start dissipating downstream.
Okay.
So
Eon, can't you
more
do that
efforts you
thing that
put
you've done
into
for
like
us?
blessing or casting some sort of ritual spell over these waters mayhaps could help further that process along.
Could we use the acorn somehow?
Mistress, would you
I'm gonna
want me
ceremony
to purify
everything.
these waters for you?
Oh, that works too.
Yes, that one. That's the one that you've done before. We were camping that last time, and I tried to drink water out of that lake, and you told me no, hold on, and then you made it good. That's the one that I want you to do.
All right, mistress, I will take care of it. And Eon will go look for like wherever that source of corruption was, or just maybe near where the giant mushroom guy was, and he'll set up and perform the ritual of purify food and drink over that particular area.
Just keep casting it on the source.
Well, it's a ritual casting, so it'll take a little while, but he'll try to like sort of purify the water that sort of comes from and through that area.
All right.
Can I make an investigation roll to see if there's any more evidence of the goblins around?
Check for loot.
And as Eon's like preparing this, it is a ritual casting. He asks everybody to just like stay back and give him room to work and sort of stay out of the way.
Probably just gonna sit on the ground next to him.
Yastrov, it's looking around some of the walls, it looks like prior to the fungal growth that is starting to slowly dissipate and shrink from the walls already, it appears there are a large number of like obnoxious scratches and just all manner of scrapes and claw marks in the walls, very similar to what would be like a goblin's den or a lair of some sort once upon a time. But it seems as though this growth here either pushed those goblins out or they had already moved on from this location. But once upon
I will relay that information to the party. I'm confused where the growth came from, though.
What are these?
a couple
Are
more
they-
nights up there.
Well, if you point those out, I will shoot at them.
They're just cowering in fear.
I'm gonna bottle up a sample of non-tainted water to bring back to the town as proof that we've done it.
Cuckoo. Shikari collects a sample. Proof of a job well done.
And so, to show to Treebeard, which is not his name, I know.
Excellent. Briarios, you are quick to rush outside, and it only takes you a few moments to recognize that your new friend. Oh, does that work anymore? Can I drag you to this map alone?
I think so.
Are you on the River Fork map?
I'm still with the party on the other map.
Well, fuck it. Everybody.
We do it live.
I like you're
Presumably.
displeased.
But it doesn't take you too long with your natural 20 to spy that your brown bear ally has stumbled upon one of these, the corpse that had
Oh.
gas or grown into it near the mouth of this cave. And the brown bear has put a stop to that corpse escaping.
Okay, so that's what we heard. He was defending us from the corpse. Sweet.
Wait, the corpse that was right here?
He's a good boy.
Yeah.
We healed
It
the
came
bear.
back up.
The bear killed our enemy.
Didn't we burn the corpse?
Is the bear okay?
That doesn't stop the undead.
Okay.
The bear looks fine.
All right, so I taking a quick look around. The bear took care of the threat. Nothing imminent outside. No, wandering necromancers or anything. Bree will call back into the cave. Boo Boo took care of the goblin that rose up on the outside. Seemed like the burning of the corpse didn't really do anything. We might want to seek more holy means of keeping the dead from raising up. Perhaps a spare the dying or a gentle repose, something of that nature.
Beautiful creature, I do have an ability that can help with that. And also, if maybe you could talk to your friend, I don't know if you have any more spell slots available. I'm sure you do have plenty. To maybe ask her if you Boo Boo, if he's all right, if she's all right, they're all right. I don't know. And if perhaps if they've seen anything else in the last few days.
I will go converse with the bear, and I will let you know if I find out any new information.
Okay, all right. You do your thing. I'm sure you'll do it just fine, just perfectly.
I cannot talk to the bear, but I will go up to the bear. And I will just give it some lovin's and just give it a comforting embrace and just try to
Walk up with the sickest handshake you've ever seen.
just a bear paw. Let's fucking Arnold and what's his face?
If you please do a hidden handshake with the bear, that would be great.
We'll do the wild bear dance.
When did we find out the bear's name was Boo Boo? Did you tell us that?
I named the bear Boo Boo.
You named him Boo Boo?
Uh-huh.
I loved it. That's fantastic.
Thank you, Nick. Carl Weathers, that's his name. Yeah, we do a bear handshake and it's like, good job, Boo Boo. I'm proud of you.
That's just a Clark imitation.
It just roars in response.
I don't know what he's saying.
It gives you a light, but maybe playful growl, and then starts walking into the forest.
And he was never heard from again.
And he shows up in Legacy as a sentient bear creature wielding a great axe.
The spirit of the forest.
The spirit of the forest.
Is it Rian with Speak with Animals? Who has Speak with Animals?
I have Speak with Animals, but I can only do it once a day.
Oh,
And we did a short rest after I was talking to the bear, so I ran out of time.
Fair.
But you don't know that.
We do now.
Damn.
With my extremely high Arcana, I actually
Oh,
think probably
hold
I
on.
would know the
Why does
origins
it
of
say
your
I have...
ability.
Oh, I could do it twice per long rest. Can I get some additional information? This is new for gnomes.
Sure.
Evie, what you want me to ask? Or was
If you've seen anything else in the last couple of days that would help us, in terms of like where the goblin hordes are heading, why they left, or anything like that. If it was just because of
Okay.
the spores, in which case maybe what caused anything. Literally, what has he been seeing?
Hey, Boo Boo, what's up with you? Is there anybody else coming in the forest? Or any foul creatures that maybe goblins, little green folk that are
Why
coming
did
in?
these? Yeah. Yeah.
Boo Boo's like a little hesitant at first because you were just kind of growling a moment before, and now it understands you perfectly. Like it has a hard time understanding how quickly you just relearned the bear language. But it lets out a few confused grunts, groans, and you guys kind of start meshing on a level. And Boo Boo kind of does its best to let you know that the plants growing up and around here started to get mean the last time it came here fishing. And so that's why he was snooting around inside of the cave to see what was going on in there, possibly for looking for some sort of a hibernation space with winter coming up sometime soon, but not at all liking what it found inside of there. But because of that, like it's not familiar with anywhere else inside of the woods where these sorts of plants are growing. It's pretty sure it's only coming from inside of this cave here. It sniffed relatively around the area in the couple of days ago, and it's only found it here in this location.
Gotcha.
Goblins,
Right.
however, there are some spots that are particularly dangerous, like with the big stone tower. That's where they're all seem to be clustering up in dangerous numbers.
Okay. Well, make sure that you stay away from those creatures. I don't want you getting poached or hunted or torn apart or attacked anymore. My friends and I have cleared out the cave. I would give it 4 or 5 moons before you go into the cave for the winter. There should be enough food and it should be cleared out of all the nasty smell. So I think it'll be a perfect place for you to hole up for the season.
It seems to acknowledge this as some form of a trade. Like now the cave is officially its.
It's all yours, Boo Boo.
Should we have maybe done one more check just to make sure the cave was totally clear? Are we?
I mean, you
sure?
guys are all in the cave. I'm talking to the bear outside, so do what you gotta do.
As well as your sample taking of what else is left in there.
We're so confident that we are willing to let this bear go in there and nest for
A couple of months. What's the
We're
worst
chums.
you're gonna have, right?
okay. Just wanted to be sure. I'm like, should we maybe go back in? It's like when you move out and you're like, okay, I'm gonna take one more look at all the rooms. Okay, all right, fair. All right, we're good.
Once
Yeah,
everyone's out,
spend a
then
few
it's all
hours
yours.
and are thorough in blessing some of the areas, most of the areas of the cave.
Cool.
I did tell him, like, give it like 4 days before you go back in there so it clears out. So you guys got time.
All right.
So after a few hours cleaning the cavern walls out, removing the corpse's remains from inside, and rubbing yourselves clean, I would hope eventually. The hours starting to get a little bit late in the evening for travel through the woods to get back to town.
We should stay here in cave. Nice spring water.
I am okay with this.
How far are we from the town?
Sorry, what?
How far are we? How far from town?
Probably about 4 or 5 hours.
And what time of day is it?
It's late evening. The sun will probably set in about an hour or two.
It'd be dark
You know, I think that's a great idea. I really don't want to be walking around outside when there, could potentially be some of those unsightly creatures that we just had to, uh re-kill because they were once killed and they got killed again, and I think even again for a third time maybe. It's at least this place is safe.
Is there dry part in cave or it all wet?
Well, I mean, there is something that's kind of on top near the waterfall. I would assume maybe it is a little bit moist, but it is something we could look at.
We look around for dry spot in cave. If no dry spot, we sleep outside.
All right. Can
Doesn't
Rian
take-
climb up to this point? Sorry.
Sorry, what?
Can Rian climb up to this point and see if it's dryish?
Sure. Like anywhere in some of the elevated areas, I would imagine, are the drier patches of the cave.
How dry is it on a scale of 1 to
I
10?
mean, it's fairly humid in here. It's a perfect spot for these spores to have been growing. It's like a 4.
Oh, okay. So I mean, it's not too bad.
Yeah. It's not the driest. Like, the longer you sit there, it's probably going to soak through whatever in a couple of hours, but for now, it's fine.
All right, Rian's gonna climb down. I mean, that's not too bad. She's been on a couple of small ships before, slept in some pretty wet places. But she's gonna call down and let everyone know that it's a pretty okay place.
He's found a safe camping spot.
Oh, lovely.
Somewhere to ignite the bonfire.
The campfire upon which all of our friendships will be forged.
First
Ooh.
camp with the party.
First camp in a cave?
Well, I'm going to be right back, but everybody think about what you want to do to set up camp.
Uh-oh.
What to do?
I totally
Well-
forgot that I was fighting in abroad this entire week.
Me no have tent, so throw out bedroll.
Oh shit!
Did you
Rian's
actually
doing-
pack a bedroll?
I got a tent.
You know have backpack with bedroll?
Rian had a bedroll, but she threw it in poison
Me
ivy.
assume
Oh
me
my
no
God, you
need to
did.
buy that for you.
You chucked
I
that
have
shit.
water and I can make a map. So
You know bring adventuring backpack. You know, he pulls out bell, he pulls out lantern, he pulls out costume. Wait, no, not that. Mirror,
Is it sexy made?
rations, tinder box, water skin. You have none of these things?
water skin, absolutely.
You do not sound confident. Are you sure that you have everything that you need?
True. Everything's on Kobak. He tends my saddlebags, and I left him in the village.
Why did you not bring it?
Okay.
You see,
You
I'm 4 feet tall, so I can only accommodate so much weight on my person, and if I would actually pack all that in addition to everything else I've got, I
Well,
don't know.
you and Bree can share my bag. You both small.
Your
You can
bag?
exchange. I promise to tell you
My
a story.
bedroll. Sleeping
Oh.
bag.
Oh no, thank you. I carried my own. I have a bedroll and I do have a full tent that a couple of people can sleep in. Particularly two just Shikari and myself and one other individual. That should be enough room for all of us.
Okay, she good then.
Sorry, can I just have that offer repeated one more time for my memories, just so I realize it's real?
Oh, yes. The tent's big enough for two smaller individuals and one larger individual, and I think that you would fit cozily in my little tent.
Oh, No, I'm in the dark
Because
again.
me too. I do still want to tell Bontu a story though. And I'd also like him to sing along, if he would.
Oh, don't worry. Me make fire. Bantu will pull out his tinder box and grab. Actually, you know what? Bantu will go outside to the forest and get some dry firewood and bring that back for a fire.
Mm-hmm.
Now you Tinder.
Me be right back.
Thank you.
What is that? Survival? Me make survival
Yes.
roll.
Survival check for a campfire.
8.
You are sparking that flint and tinder for an uncomfortably long time before you get the light in here.
Uncomfortably
Oh
long.
no, it's okay. Bantu have no shame.
Bree from like a distance will breathe, noticing that Bantu is having some issues. She'll just take a deep breath and cover her mouth and breathe out, and a small ember will fly out and help assist start to flame as she casts elementalism.
And in a slightly different part of the cave, Eobindra is setting up a campfire and just waves his hand over it and it lights.
Nice.
Well,
Oh,
okay.
there we
magic
go. I got it
works.
going.
Right. Doesn't make any sense. Okay.
If it helps,
Choose
I've never,
sides.
if it helps, I've never had the magic touch, so it is important to remember to set a fire without magic.
Oh, yo, this was never my strong suit. My wife always did these things.
Oh, that's nice.
Married.
It was. You know, bad
This
things
is-
happen in the past.
Oh, I'm very sorry about that. I
What was her name?
Oh, her name Nesta. She is Yastrev great. How many great?
Nope. Don't know.
Anyway, she anyway, she was long relative of Yastrev.
Wait, nope. Don't know that.
I don't know that.
That's
Nope.
player knowledge, not character knowledge yet.
I assumed I did know that. Oh, never mind.
No, I don't know that either.
This is all
Character knowledge.
permanent record, so get it
What
right.
a weird detail to throw out there suddenly to these strangers.
Are you still married? Is your wife alive?
No, she died
Oh,
along with baby girl. I don't like to talk about it much.
Wait, what happened? Did they die together? You don't have to talk about it if you don't want to.
I don't think we should be talking about this. Let's switch the subject. Who is their favorite fish?
Well, I think if he wants to talk about it, I'm happy to. I want you to know that one too. But absolutely, we can talk about something else. I figure around the campfire isn't this exactly the kind of topic we'd want to address. I want to know everything about you all.
Yeah, somebody else can share. It's fine.
We'll talk about it another night, too. Thank you for telling us as much as you have.
Bantu pulls out loot. Everybody hurts.
Oh my god.
Everybody cries.
I honestly thought you said something else, Nick. I thought you said you brought out the lube. I was like, oh my god, at camp?
No, we are not.
He's sad. I heard a
We
man
can
in the
talk about
background.
that later.
We do not know each other that well.
Honestly, that's what I thought I heard.
So,
Well-
does anyone have a favorite fish that they like to eat?
Oh,
Um,
I suppose I like all kinds of fish. I'm carnivore after all. I like pretty much everything. What's your favorite fish?
Oh, too many to count. But if there's one that I could, it's the Asi fish.
And what's
It has a bit of a sea flavor, but if you get it near the coral reefs, it has a bit of a I don't know how to pronounce it or how to really say it, but what languages does she? Nope.
English.
Yeah, but it has a bit of a rich flavor, sometimes a bit fatty, which is odd for some fish, but it is really good.
and where
Ocean.
do you find it primarily? Is it near where you're from?
Yes, it is. We do have to go a little bit out of the way to get it, but it is pretty good.
And what's it called one more time?
The Ocean fish.
How do you even spell that? How fascinating.
I do not know.
I'm going to look in my library for a book that is about fish, and I'm going to find it, and I'm going to try and see if I can find a picture and a definition, because I want to know if this is the fish.
Nature check or intelligence check?
I
Yeah,
once
that'll work. A 23.
Yeah, you're familiar with this fish.
I'm gonna pull it up. I'm gonna open the page, and I'm gonna show it to you. And is this the one? Is this the fish?
Yes, that is the fish. It is.
Oh,
Yes.
that's lovely. I wish we had one here. If not to study, then certainly to eat.
Yes.
Does anyone
I
else
What?
have a favorite fish?
I once
Oh.
had a dish in a small sea town I visited when I was young, where they cooked the shrimp in the juice of a citrus fruit nearby instead of open flame. And it was a cold dish, and it was very delicious.
Oh, what? Oh, another fishing fish.
I believe I know what you're talking about. I read about it in a book once. Is it called ceviche?
Yes, that is the name of it. I could not remember the name or the name of the village either.
It's just plain. Have you ever had it?
It is actually Rian. Um,
I'm doing my best, Jens.
I don't believe that I do. Usually, with my family and everything, we don't really dress up the fish. Occasionally, we'll dress it up with herbs, but it is not something that we could afford with, the citrus. What
What
is
was the
citrus?
citrus?
It is a small fruit that is very acidic, like
Oh,
oranges or lemons or citronelle.
okay. I mean, we never really had that much of a fruit near my village. It, oftentimes we had pomegranate and some apples, but I've never really had anything called a citrus or seen something like that. I have seen an orange before, but it was too much.
Oh, same category, less sweet.
Ah,
I'm a big fan of the mutant sandfish of the wastes.
oh,
I thought that was toxic.
Not to orc.
Oh,
To
what?
orc, eat delicacy.
Oh,
I guess that
Oh, we
would be
used
it.
to have a delicacy. We used to have something called calamari every Friday, just because, Fish Friday.
Everyone just stares at you.
What exactly is Fish Friday? Is this some sort of perhaps a religious tradition?
Well, it's fun. Fish starts with F. Friday starts with F. Are Fridays days of the weeks here? Maybe I'm off on that one. My bad. I don't know how days.
Where I'm from, we have what's called Fiction Fridays, where we do nothing but read fiction all day. It's a lovely end to the work week. It really caps it off on a really imaginative note, you know.
Yeah. We have our own library that I used to sit in for days on end and read and read and read and read. So yeah, I could see that going fabulously with some calamari.
And about this point, Eobender like brings a plate over, like a tray with plates and food, and like sets it down in front of Crow.
Bontu's got like a piece of rations in his hand.
Oh, perfect. You always know exactly what I need.
I do try to look after your health, mistress.
Are you a chef?
I am many things. I do what needs to be done when we're out camping.
Did you bring enough for everyone?
Did you not bring your own rations?
Well, yeah, but that smells way better.
Ah. Well, I'm afraid I only have enough for mistress.
And of course yourself, right?
And he like pulls out like some dried jerky and starts eating his.
Oh.
Oh. Are you Princess? Bontu looks over at Crow and asks this.
No, that's ridiculous.
I only ever see this for royalty.
This is just normal.
Yeah, for like the daughter of the queen.
I think you need to get out more.
I think what Bontu means to ask is, how did you two come to be bonded together? You seem quite close.
And he just looks at the mistress.
Well, Eon works for my family, and he is pretty much my best friend, and we do everything together.
Of his own free will?
Of
Yeah.
course.
Well, that is good.
My family's not a monster. Like, he's very welcome. He's pretty much like almost like a brother to me at this point. Like, he's very into our family. Like, he's integrated. When he started, kind of things for a little while, but that was mostly because I had a really hard time trying to figure out who I was at the time, and there was a lot of disasters happening all around me. But it's because I'm naturally clumsy and I have a hard time doing things sometimes, and so just things kind of naturally fall apart around me. And it was really frustrating. And my parents are so super supportive, and so they just wanted to make sure that I didn't go through all of this alone. And then they found Eon, and he's just been like the very best friend that I could ever have, and he helps me through pretty much everything.
Oh, I know a song for this one. Me. Hi, I'm problem it me.
I hope you know that you seem very stressed, and I just want you to know that we just simply want to know the how you guys came to know each other. I want to know everything about you all, and I think it's very sweet the relationship you both have. I think that's quite caring and kind. I think I'm quite curious though. You say your parents found him. Where on earth could they encounter such a kind, caring, compassionate individual who's also very strong and I think actually very capable at fighting, it seems. I mean, you don't just unearth that under a rock, do you? So how on earth did your parents find him?
Well, I mean, the same way the guy found us is like, hey, you guys need help, and we're here to help. Like, how else do people get jobs?
Right. Perhaps your parents didn't tell you the story.
Oh, my parents tell me everything, but like, it's just
Mistress has the story
he
quite
found
correctly.
he found a job.
I was traveling. I came into the town where mistress and her parents live. I was looking for work. I was destitute. I had been traveling for quite some time after the loss of my family. And
Solidarity.
they gave me a place to to be, a place to work, and well, Mistress was quite young when I joined, and she has always accepted me. I owe them so much, and I have pledged myself to protect her and to look out for her, because they can't always be there, but I can.
Lovely. I think what's interesting is usually you find a handmaiden, a woman, accompanying a young lady of high class, and I think it's very interesting that your parents decided that her companion should be a man, if that's how you identify. I think that's an interesting choice, and I very much love the altruism of your bond. It's lovely.
Big, strong man that good at magic.
Well, I don't know about how
And can
strong,
cook.
but
That smell good.
when her parents heard about the loss of my wife and my young daughter, and well, I must admit, Mistress reminds me very much of my daughter.
Crow's gonna like put her hand on your shoulder in comfort.
I think of her as much like the daughter I lost. And like I would have for my daughter, I will protect her.
That's lovely.
Bongtooth's gonna take a bite of his rations and say, I haven't seen your kind of magic since Stoneheart, though.
Great, Bontu, could you say that one more time after you've swallowed?
Sorry. Crow magic kind of remind me of Stoneheart.
What is a Stoneheart?
How do you know Stoneheart?
Oh, she taught me about magic. Had no idea what magic was before meeting Stoneheart.
So,
Sorry. She taught you magic.
Yeah, long time ago. It was right around time she first came to the Dread Horde.
Isn't that interesting? I'm gonna look at my little charcuterie board and put some things together and eat.
I think the twig blights are about ready. Anybody want some?
Oh, yes, please.
So she has charred the twig blights and put a piece of like hard cheddar on top. Kind of gives you almost like Philly cheesesteak vibes.
It's Philly cheese sticks instead
Philly
of steak.
cheesesteaks, yes. I'm so surprised that so many of you have lost your spouses. I know it's hard to keep moving on after you've loved someone so long. I too lost my husband many years ago.
I mean, that's
Well,
awful. What,
Cheers to that, though. You can still find joy in this godforsaken world.
To find and enjoy and providing for those that we have left.
and I know that I am far from the only person to suffer from the depredations of the Sky Pirates.
Sky pirates? I've only read about them in stories.
Oh, yeah, they're real. Real scary.
Yeah, I've had my issues with Tempest as well. I'm not a big fan of him. I've heard some troubling things from his camp and interacted with some of his underlings. I'm not the happiest about him.
I have memories of a woman. I have memories of her young and beautiful. I have memories of her getting older and staying just as beautiful, fierce and strong. I don't know who she is. I don't know if they're my memories. I don't know if someone put them there. I just know I miss her, and I don't even know her name.
You don't know who she is?
I don't remember a lot of things. The my earliest memory is crawling through the sands as I heard the calamity behind me, as if it had just spit me out.
Calamity? Do you mean the moonfall? Oh.
Yes, is this giant black storm searching from the ground, reaching the heavens themselves.
Oh, you mean the terror?
Yes, I have heard it called this before.
Oh, the terror. That sounds terrifying. You were alive then?
I yes, I am alive now, so
I don't know that I've ever met anyone who's survived.
I I would like to meet someone else who would.
Well, I technically survived. I lived through the Century Storm. Not directly involved with it, but I lived through it.
How so?
Fascinating.
Well, young man, I'm 160 years old. I have lived through the entirety of the events that happened. My island was protected by my great spirit, Matanui. It was a guardian spirit that watched over our island and maintained a protective shell over us while the storm moved around our little planet here.
So why are you here now? Why not be there?
Um, well,
Smart.
when the moon finally fell, uh, it landed on our island, and a
Oh,
breach opened up. A breach to some foul creatures that were beginning to overrun the island, and we had to flee. And it was during the terror storms, so we had to flee our island. Otherwise, we'd be overrun with all manner of undead or fiendish entities that were taking over the island.
how one blacksmith knows so many interesting people?
Well, that's the safest haven that I've seen since I've been shoreside.
So, what everyone trying to do? Trying to live peaceful life? Try and go on adventure? What goal?
It's a little bit of both for me. I'm trying to come up with enough coin and or resources to provide a home for my daughter-in-law and my granddaughter, and make sure that they have a safe and stable upbringing, and that way they can experience life without being in fear of the storm.
I suppose just because it stopped moving doesn't mean it's still not a danger. You're quite right. And I actually have heard of a librarian in my order who came from your island rescuing papers and documents. and they were one of the fleeing librarians who managed to safeguard certain things. And I've read a little bit of what's in your library, well, your people's library, but it's quite fascinating literature, and I don't know how much access you've had to that sort of thing, but I'd be happy to lend you some books.
I would love to learn more. When I was on the island, I was more focused on tending our homestead and making sure that my family was provided for. I merely gathered the crops and cooked the dinners for our family. So I didn't get a chance to do too much learning while out on the island.
Happy to read with you a few nights a week if that's something you'd be inclined to do. Oh goodness, is it quite hot in here? It's quite warm.
I as well would not mind enjoying these readings together if you could have a +1.
You shouldn't sit so close to fire, Shikari. Your face getting red.
The heat.
Yeah, are you feeling all right?
He's not
Um,
very
But
hot,
yes,
actually. He's actually
fire is my people's love language, if you may.
So you're a librarian, yes?
Indeed. I am a member of the Order of the Book of Bookworms, and while that title might imply we're all quite similar to myself, actually it's an order that assimilated after Moonfall. Um, all kinds of creatures, scribes, artifact hunters, basically anybody who had anything who valued the safeguarding of historical artifacts of history and knowledge sort of came together and managed to create a sort of order of a repository of artifacts. We store everything in the Bastion, and the Order of the Book of Worms basically safeguards knowledge. And I was actually initiated as a young orphan kobold. My mother was a rather famous explorer among kobolds. You probably haven't heard of them, the Mitsuit. They lived for a long while in the mountains to the north, the desert mountains to the north. But
Me like to make history check. Me proficient in history. Me
they were
bard after all.
they were
Me no
lost
know.
in a
Me
flood.
no know this story. Me tell me story, so me know story.
They were lost in a flood, and my mother was one of the only survivors. And Papa Eric, he was someone she traded with because she was actually quite good at finding artifacts and things that were lost in the desert. And she went to him when she needed help. She didn't have anybody else, and that's kind of where my egg hatched, so they say. And yeah, I grew up in the order, and I took my oath not too long ago on the anniversary of her 19th year anniversary of her death, which also happens to be my birthday. It's an odd double. I feel the need to honor her first, if I'm honest. But then I've come out, and one of my first stops is actually here to was to the town, and that's where I got this job. And yeah, one of the only people I've met is Bontu, and he's been a good friend to me, and I've
She
absolutely
been through the desert as an egg with no name. It felt good to make it to the library.
while I love
'Cause
your
at
performance,
the
I will.
library, they gave her a name. And that name they gave her was Shikari.
My mother
Da 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 da.
named me right before she died. My mother did name me just a bit. She did right before she died. It was on the same day, so she named me and then she died. But
It's a
anyways,
wonderful interpretive story, Bondu.
Hey, she really saved my keister, so me owe her.
right. I heard a story that not so quite gentleman were planning on attacking our Bantu here, and I'd met him earlier. He'd bought a book, and he seemed quite innocent enough, and I didn't think he quite warranted being jumped by 4 strangers. So I forewarned him. And yeah, we've been friends ever since, and he's quite a gentle fellow once you get to know him, and his music, while off-putting and grating at first, does tend to grow on a person. It's true.
I will take that as compliment. I just wish those 4 assholes hadn't fucked up my shoulder.
Oh. You should sing them Oops, I Did It Again. It's one of my favorite of your ditties.
Bomb! Bomb! Yeah, 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 yeah.
But yes, Bantu will serenade everyone.
I was expecting more from you, Nick.
I felt I had been doing a lot of singing and didn't want to monopolize everything.
I don't think you know enough Britney Spears lyrics. I think that's the problem.
I think I did it again.
Ah, there
I
it is.
played with heart. Got lost in game. Oh, baby.
But yes, so I suppose I find myself here on pursuit of spreading knowledge in accordance with my order. But I'm also here to I'm just happy to get to know you all. I would love to hear more from well, anyone, Bree or anyone or Bree who wants to share.
Sure, sweetie, what would you like to know?
Everything.
Well, that's a long tale. I can well, I should say it's longer than yours, but I would be happy to
Not
regale you
funny,
with the
'cause
tale.
she have long tail. Ha ha ha.
So happy to read you some poetry. Not of my own writing, I wouldn't dare.
Is that some poems from my island, by chance?
You know, I don't know if you're familiar with Sappho.
I'm not, but it sounds
done.
like an
Well
interesting
done.
individual.
She was also from an island, and very famous for her prose. She could say something along the lines of, "Believe me, I prayed that night might be doubled for us." That's something that she wrote. Something I feel deeply, if you know what I mean.
I don't.
I'm not sure I quite
Bantu's
understand.
Bantu starts crying and says, I wish I could write something so beautiful.
They are very nice words, though.
Are they not? Irresistible and bittersweet. That loosener of limbs, love, reptile like, strikes me down.
Anyways, I am feeling kind of tired. Who's taking first watch?
We have a lot to finish here, so I'm happy to sit up and watch.
Oh, you gonna finish that?
But mistress,
I-
you need to get your rest.
yeah, but like I'm happy to sit up and watch everything and look at all this food I still have to eat. And I like put like one cracker together and hand it to Bantu, and it's like, so whatever. Oh. Yeah, no,
Oh,
and I'm
that
still.
was so good. Thank you.
I could take the wash after her.
Perfect. You make sure you get some rest now, and I will wake you up soon.
I take late night watch. Me see best in dark.
No, it is. Oh, that's right. I think I remember somewhere that orcs can see in the dark, right? That orc
Yeah,
can see in the dark.
pretty good. Like better than most.
Oh, that is nice. I
Yeah,
wish I could.
very good for nighttime raiding.
Oh, okay.
That's quite interesting, Bantu.
But
Nighttime raiding. Very interesting.
oh yeah, Dreadhorde definitely like to get jump on people when you have advantage at dark.
Sharkari's gonna step up and say, "Night rained her thick dark sleep upon their eyes." And that's all she's going to say.
Well,
Yeah, something like that. And then you hit them overhead with axe while sleeping.
I would love to see that, Bantu.
Oh, it's very horrible sight, but the queen insists on strategy.
Strategy is very important. If nobody minds, I would like to take a last watch early into the morning. I'm more of a early bird myself.
That makes sense. Old people like get up early.
Excuse me, young man.
I'm sure Bontu didn't mean that. I honestly think he is genuinely awed of meeting someone so quite august. And just
Me don't know what that means.
boundlessly beautiful. I mean, just in awe. That's all. That's all. He's not always the most eloquent. I would forgive him.
I think he knows exactly what he means to say.
Anyway, me get some sleep. Night.
He just passes out.
Good night, Bontu, I suppose. Are we
Well,
sharing a tent then?
Yes, I think that would be very wise. It would keep your scales dry in the evening. There's room for one more if anybody needs to get out of the dampness.
There goes any chance of Shikari getting sleep tonight.
Suzu's gonna nervously be breathing and up in her head all night.
To recite poetry to anyone who needs reciting of poetry to fall asleep.
oh no, thank you. I know that I've been giving my lips off today, so I will just take a bit of a sleep before I take my watch. I'm pretty talkative, so
All right then. I'm happy to say take a last watch.
You're more than welcome to join me.
Lovely.
As the party's taking their long rest here, everybody's going to level up to level 2.
Oh!
I knew this good idea.
Ready? I'm bad at leveling up mid-set.
Oh,
Now me,
And
now
also,
me, jack of all trades.
I get reckless attack. Yay!
Oh,
level 2.
Rain get action surge.
Oh fuck yeah!
Rachel, action surge!
I have a net.
Oh fuck! What did I choose as expertise in build before? Goddamn!
You didn't make a second character that was a third level builder, Nick?
I made mistakes, okay?
Hit dice,
They
right?
tried to get the backstory and everything. Ah!
tell me what you need, Lucas.
I need a D12.
D12. That's a big one. That's. Oh, where's the dice? I think there's the dice. A D12!
Oh, no.
Oh, I remember now. It was athletic.
Yeah, let's
Emperor
go.
Force.
11. All right. Whew. Oh. All the hit points. Give them to me.
You sure you don't want to use mine?
I'll take. No, thank you.
Okay, fine.
I gotta put the freaking hit point manual. There we go. So 12.
Me roll D8.
And also, I'm curious to know what each of your characters might be doing, like during this kind of a long rest, maybe if there's any rituals you're performing that helps you with this leveling up process of yourselves.
I'm very curious what Shikari's getting for the level up.
No. What do you consent to, Brie Brie?
I don't know. You look a little cold in this damp weather. I might hold on to you tonight.
There are children listening, Brie Brie.
Jesus.
No, me have no viewers right now. You good?
Please, our best views are the sauciest videos we've ever done.
Oh, that's
We had a
alarming.
full-on naked hot supermodel run through and talk to a, what was that, fucking hippo? Rhino? Rhino. It was a rhino.
Oh,
It was
yeah, I
great.
remember.
Put it this way, I am not voicing that for anyone. Whatever you consent to is what she's consenting to as well, and we'll let that happen as it happens if nobody else wants to listen to me recite more Sappho in the tent. Because vibes are happening.
Can me click long rest?
I'm pretty sure right now the vibes are only happening on one half of the equation.
Oh, I love those hit points.
I would be reading a book and smoking throughout the night. Just enjoying the time by the campfire. Occasionally dozing off.
How do I go to level up to 2?
I have to roll a. Is it D6?
Level.
Oh, is that it? Wow, it's a D6. That seems so. Wow.
Yeah, you sorcerer. You squishy.
Okay, and then
Mandy, you said you need D6?
Can I click long rest?
Yes, click long rest.
Sorry,
Really?
if you answered that, I missed it.
I don't think there's anything that changes for her, actually. Nothing's jumping out anyway.
Oh, Bree got lots of hit points. Yeah.
Yeah, I got 31, man.
Sure got
Barbarians.
booty.
You go back to class.
Spells.
Spells.
Oh, I get 7 now? I always had it. Do I get to pick more, or what's one?
Scroll down a little bit. What's the known spells?
Okay.
Oh, wait, is Chikari a wizard?
No, she's a cleric.
Oh,
She's
cleric.
not a
Oh,
cleric.
yeah. You have to look at all the spells. Thankfully, you don't get second level
Oh,
spells yet.
spell. Right, that part of leveling up as bard.
Oh, yeah, you get to choose a spell, right, Nick?
Just one.
Still, it's crude. Oh! Oh, the warlock got an 8.
That makes sense. He bodyguard. He need HP.
He does need HP. I
What
can't
kind of
protect
idea?
Crow.
What
Do it yourself.
would this be if he not have max HP?
I just want you to know, right now, because like my character didn't realize that we were about to go out into the wilds and start fighting things. He's not even wearing armor.
Okay, so what do I find?
Oh, you were just on like traveling clothes?
Oh yeah.
Oh no.
Me waiting for level 3 for build to really kick in. That's why Bantu injured right now.
Oh, that's right. Because you wanted to go swords bard, right? Or
Yeah,
Eller.
me want to use martial weapons.
Martial weapons.
I think that's all I need to
Oh
change.
no. Let's hope for a hump. Come on.
Now, You get one more spell slot, one more first level spell slot, and one more prepared spell.
Oh
So I
no.
do that when I look at I can manage spells from.
Your sheet.
It'll automatically do it. And okay, cool. Apparently, I need to roll a persuasion check because Bree is a tough nut to crack. And you know what? I'm here for that nut.
Ba-dum, ba.
Roll and I'll pull this for Rianne.
I only get +2 for my persuasion, so this might define our relationship. I rolled a 7.
Evie,
I'll
can
take
you
that 8.
roll me a D8. So your hit points are going to go up by 5 plus your Constitution modifier. I think we need to manage.
When already went up to 15.
Yeah. Cool. So, who's taking first watch?
Yeah,
What
I'm
was
Of
still
course, if
looking
she
at spells.
if she's taking a watch, so am I.
Predictable.
I will be reading, and then I'll nap next watch. Then I'll wake up and read, and nap again.
Brienne took the second watch.
All right. So, Rowan Yon Benbra. Yo Benbra. Gosh, why am I used to there being an N in your name?
I know. I'm
That's the
like, when
very
I did
first
my
time I put it in
backstory,
there was.
I don't know why that's locked in my brain though.
It'll never go
because he was in my backstory and I wrote it like 30 times, and I'm like, this is stuck in my brain now, and I can't get it out. I don't know why you, but that's my reason.
You can definitely blame me for it. I changed it midstream.
How dare you change your mind on something ever?
Crow. Anything the pair of you would like to do while on watch?
I'm still looking at things, so but I am going to I'm gonna be on watch. I'm gonna be a really, really good employee here, making sure that I am strictly watching what's happening. And I'm gonna look to Eon and I'm gonna be like, hey, just so you know, like if we get into the situation like we kind of got into today, like I trust your judgment. Like I know that you'll protect me, but like you can do you, and that's okay too.
Mistress, I appreciate that, but, well, quite honestly, we don't know these people very well, and, well, I was watching out to make sure that we were not in any significant danger, but I don't know, Mistress. You are my number one priority. And if that means that we have to hang back, I mean, we'll contribute. I will fight, but it is not in my nature to want to fight. If you tell me to, I will. You know that.
I never want you to be put in a position where like you're left vulnerable too, because I know your job is like to help me, but if I don't have you, then I really don't see a point in continuing, you know?
Mistress, I will, of
We're in
course,
this together. So if anything happens to you, I'll never forgive myself for taking us on these journeys.
and that is why I try to keep us both out of trouble.
Okay, I just want to make sure we're on the same page. This is kind of exciting though, right? I mean, when's the last time we were like with a whole group of people? It's been a while.
Mistress, I'm not sure it's ever happened this way.
You're probably right.
Going out to dinner parties in the city does not quite count.
It's a little different, and the cult, they kind of just did their own thing, and I was there, but you really didn't go to those meetings too much either. That was kind of before you tagged along. But yeah, this is good though. I think we're on the right path. I think this is exactly what we needed.
But we do seem to have fallen in with an interesting crowd. And
Yeah, I
as
guess we'll see
long
what
as
happens.
yes, as long as you're happy with your adventures, then well, I guess we'll continue.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where this whole thing goes since we kind of completed what we were supposed to do, but it was a good first step, I think. I think we did really good. Like we saved the people with the water problem.
I'm sure you're right.
I think Ray would be super proud right now.
Of course she would. No
And
doubt.
then Crow.
I have no doubt that your sister would tell you that you did a wonderful job today.
It just makes me feel so good. I know she's out there doing like way more important things right now, but I think we're on the right path to be able to join her one day, and she's gonna be so excited.
Absolutely. I look forward to the day you can show her all the things you've learned.
Me too. I just have to, I'm really glad that nothing went, kind of off the rocker today. So if we can keep that energy up, I think we're gonna be really okay. Because I mean, I've definitely had things happen. I mean, you're aware. But today nothing happened. So there's day one. Maybe we should do like a chart, days without incident. Give it one on the board.
I think we've gone, what is it, 8 days now?
Has it really been that long? Wow.
Well, certainly it's been at least that long since I got turned into a potted plant.
That was unfortunate.
There was, I don't know about all the butterflies in the woods last week.
Well, those were nice. I mean, sometimes it's not so bad. It's better than the little fires that kind of sprout up unintentionally. The
Right?
butterflies are a nice change.
Well, I just didn't know if that was you or not. I could have just been butterflies.
And you know what? I'm not really sure if it was me either.
So we're going to count that one as not you. So that makes it 8 days.
Yeah, I'm gonna write that down.
It's canon.
8 days without incident. I'm so excited to see what tomorrow brings.
Uh-oh.
Fingers crossed for day 9.
Yes, absolutely. Now get some rest. I think it's time for us to turn in.
Okay, this is good. This is gonna be great. Okay, I can't believe they trust us to be first watch. Like, who are these people?
That's an excellent question. So yeah, so assuming nothing crazy happens on the watch, then
Nothing crazy happens during your watch.
We did it!
I know Rianne is on second watch. Who rouses Rianne from their slumber?
I put Crow to bed, and then I go over there and wake up Ran. But before I do that, so after Crow's asleep, and so while I'm the only one that's up for watch, I sort of go away from everybody else, and I can sort of feel like this something is sort of waking up inside of me. And, it's what everyone else recognizes as the leveling up feeling, but it's new for me. And so I go over and like find a small, cave, rat or something, track it down, use my powers to kill it, and then like bleed it out to make a sigil on the ground and start like under my breath saying something. And then about 2 or 3 minutes later, obliterate all that and go wake up Rian.
Oh, ominous.
So spooky.
Uh,
Yeah, so Rian, I have come over and woken you up.
okay.
It's your watch.
Oh, thank you. I know that everyone is, moving away from Bantu. I don't know. I remember that my father, at least north, a little bit like him, but I told you all about my father during the campfire.
Yes, and about your fish.
Yes, I did. Yes. Anyway,
Have a good watch.
no, thank you. Uh, Rian will take the watch, and as she's uh taking watch, she'll take out some supplies and start making some fish hooks.
I'm afraid to find out what you're going to do with those.
You're not going to go off by yourself and fish, are you?
No, she's just making some.
Who is she? You?
I don't. She's taking over the mantle. And do some cave river fishing.
No, she's just making fish hooks.
Oh, cool. Like bone fish hooks.
This is what she
Oh,
does in her spare time.
So cool. Downtime activities. It's great.
in her, I wanted to send this to Ryan, but in her village, like a good fish hook worth a ton, at least worth a lot in the village square to get you enough to feed your family for a day. Not so much to buy a boat, but just some small provision.
Like people that can make awesome fly fishing flies or whatever.
Yeah.
That's really cool. I cook and I don't know things. That's my character.
But that's all she does during her watch. So
Does she watch?
yeah, she watches. She
Running
watches
gag.
herself.
We don't watch on our watches.
Everything but watching.
Except for me.
You gotta live a little, Nick. Don't watch on your watch.
Well, I'm not playing Rafal, so you never know.
Rianne, roll me a perception check.
No problemo. 14.
Cool. You don't hear anything that disturbs your watch.
Like that at all.
Your
The
lure
phrasing
making
is
continues undisturbed.
Oh, that's nice. Is it a good fish hook?
Roll me, I think, a nature check for this.
Yeah. Okay. 19.
Absolutely. That's a great fish hook.
Oh, nice. So like towards the end of her watch, she finishes her fish hook. Made from hair, bits of the mushroom, and a bit of the stalk from the mushroom, to make the actual fish hook. She'll take a nice little look at it, then she'll put it in a little pouch at her side, and she'll then wake up Bantu.
Wonderful.
Oh,
Eh,
right. Watch. Thank you.
eh, no problem. I didn't see anything during my watch, but we're in a cave. No one really knows that we're here, so I think that's a good thing, right?
Generally, it means we found a good place to take cover in camp. Yep. But, you never know. Bandits and wild animals and whatever. Can't be too careful.
Oh, that's nice. And you see Rian starting to scratch her arm because she retrieved her bedroll from fucking poison ivy.
Oh no!
Uh, you okay?
No, no, it's just fine. I have a little bit of a rash. I don't know why, but I'll take care of it when we get to the village.
Can me make medicine check?
Bantu, you can.
5.
Weird.
Huh.
Something caused this irritant to her skin.
Did you walk through bushes?
No, I didn't. No, I don't believe that I did. I didn't go into the forest.
Huh. Well, I wish you luck with it, and I go take watch.
Yes, well, you know, it's fine. I do remember because I told you this during the campfire about my brother and how he got into a little bit of a well, he got into like an irritant one time in the coral sea that we were at.
Wait, I was listening pretty carefully during campfire. I remember you say that.
Yes, thank you.
Huh?
What?
Arr?
What?
Arr?
I think Bantu just went full orc.
Oh, could you not hear the sound I made?
No, I
No, I
heard the sound.
Oh, okay.
Bantu went full orc, stopped talking, just started resulting to grunting.
Yeah, he just makes a face.
Well, I've never really met an orc before this, so night. I think that's what that meant. Anyway, I'm going to go to sleep.
Okay. Want to pull out pan flute and play quiet, peaceful music while I watch.
Okay. Bantu, go ahead and give me a perception check.
Please roll well.
There it
Dirty
is.
20.
Hey.
It's about 20 or so minutes after Rien passes out, and some of the snores of your various party members here. There's a scuffling shuffle beyond that kind of picks you. It's not synchronous with your tune whatsoever. With a 20 on your perception check, you start to make out the agitated sounds of footsteps echoing from the nearby wood outside, echoing down the open mouth of the cave back into where you guys are camped out. And it sounds like dozens upon dozens of small little critters scampering about. You can hear all sorts of goblinoid chanting, cursings, and slangs being slung this way and that. Do you speak Goblin?
Oh fuck! I
Uh, no, me speak orc. Me speak common sign language and orc.
You can hear a few dozen goblins outside that seem to be passing by in the middle of the night, somewhere overhead.
Oh, shit! Like heading toward town.
You hear a bunch of goblins outside.
Bantu go quietly to investigate.
Bantu goes quietly to investigate. All right. Bantu, roll me a survival check.
You could wake everyone up also. Just also a suggestion. You could wake everyone up on your way.
4.
No, he doesn't. He doesn't wake out anyone up, does he?
Would you like to roll a stealth check for me, Bantu?
Yes. 14.
Terrific. You make your way back towards the mouth of the cave, start creeping your way out kind of along that little river entrance, out kind of around near the area where the bear took the corpse out, and about a few hundred feet into the woods, you get the occasional scampering passing by of just a flicker of torchlight here and there. Chuckling snarls and snares, like some sort of a goblin hunting pack that seems to be running around nearby. You can make out at least a dozen silhouettes just in the light of that one torch alone. And you see several torchlights scattered about in the woods around them. They all seem to be like trailing in the same direction, like they're hunting after something out in the woods.
No.
Bantu sneak back into cave. And Bantu go to Bree and Chikari tent.
Oh god.
Uh-oh. Bree and Chikari, there's a knock at your tent.
You,
Brown
this
chicken,
is
brown
not
cow.
I'm in the middle of something. What do you mean?
Shush, shh, quiet. He does the thing that you always do to him when you shush him. He shushes you.
Bree pulls up her furs. What is it? On to?
There are goblins outside cave. Shikari worried about goblins.
No, very, very quietly, and let's exit as quickly as we can.
Do you know how many goblins?
There were 3 torches. He holds up 2 fingers. And at least a dozen each torch. However many that is.
fuck out of
Shit.
here.
that's like an army.
Hunt.
Really,
They look like they were
through.
hunting something.
Oh.
They were what something?
Look
No.
like hunting party to Bantu.
Oh shit. Bree just drops her furs and throws on her tank top real quick, grabs her sword. I think they're after Boo Boo. I'm not gonna let them kill our
The
bear.
bear? The bear.
The bear.
They got retweeted.
Bear. We gotta save the bear.
Oh, so
Okay.
should we wake everyone?
Everyone quietly, and please encourage
well,
them.
I don't know.
Quiet as well.
Mm.
We need to get out of here, Bree. We need to run, and we will have a very favorable fight out in the open. I don't trust our chances in this tiny cave, where we can be surrounded at any moment.
Well, no, I don't think they know we here.
Exactly. We have just time to evacuate.
I mean, shouldn't we just stay hidden until they go away?
Do you think we can?
Yeah, I think we're pretty well hidden in here. I don't think they know we here. As long as we stay quiet, we should be good.
Bantu, I know you're very good at songs and you're very smart at certain things. I just really want to make sure your assessment is something I can trust.
Bantu, can you show me where you saw them, and I will. I'd like to see it for myself, if I might.
Yeah, shh, be quiet. Come on.
I am very quiet. She doesn't even put on her shoes. She just lets her feet hang out. She's just sitting in there like, I don't know, hot shorts and like a sports bra. Like she's ready to go.
And Shikari is falling up the rear as a duty, not as an absolute enthusiastic honor. And she's also being careful that her little clickety-clack toes aren't clickety-clacking as she clickety-clacks through the cave.
Let's see.
Ryan, did the two of us get our log rest before this happened?
Yeah, everybody
Okay,
gets a lot.
sweet. 31 hit points. Woo!
And
No, I
y'all-
take it all back.
Ah, that's all right. I can survive on 11.
y'all didn't wake up anyone in the party, right?
I think we want to
No,
do one
just
more
the
scout
three of
before we
us.
come back.
Okay.
Just the three of us. We can scout them if we try. Just the three of us.
It'd be better if you didn't sing, Bantu.
Sorry, nervous habit.
Sorry.
Let's see. Okay, so since I don't know how to bring individuals over to the maps just yet,
Yeah, it's
we're gonna bring
fine.
everybody over to the map.
Be good players. You don't see this. Holy shit.
Oh!
Me count right?
I think
So
you
you guys-
actually did.
So whoever is following Bantu out the mouth of the cave to double check what he was talking about, he wasn't kidding. He spotted a couple of goblins outside, several dozen around each torch, and there was a couple of torches.
I would like to, one, stealth, and then two, I want to see what their movements are. Are they moving towards where I last saw Boo Boo, or are they moving towards town?
You can roll me a survival check for Boo Boo.
Yep. 11.
They seem to be gathering up in a different part of the woods than where you saw Boo Boo heading off from. But also,
Sorry, where do you think they headed? You
where the
smart.
party
Good
is,
brain.
they seem to have already passed through this direction.
Oh, okay. So they're going from west to east. They've already passed over our cave entrance and keep moving through the forest.
And town is to the south.
Oh, okay.
Shikari, you
Okay,
have
so
maps.
they're ranging through the forest. Sweet.
Bantu rolled poorly on his survival check, and so he was a little less sure of which direction town was.
So are we all? What's going on here? Eobendra is outside the cave. We're all inside.
No. That's just tokens so they can see the map. They're inside the cave.
Shikari, where they headed? Bantu will.
You want to know where
Uh,
goblins are headed?
Yeah, Bantu will give Shikari bardic inspiration.
I will
Uh,
aid
You have
if I
maps?
can.
Where'd they go?
I don't have the spell read minds.
Just
Should I
use
How
maps.
about
Use
using
extrapolate
the
direction of
from
star.
the evidence we have so far?
You can see in the night light, can't you?
Oh,
all
they
right.
go. They're going that way.
TM.
Bantu points for you. They go that way.
What are you trying to determine?
Be inspiring me to do something. I'm not sure what I'm supposed to do.
So I think for the
Figure
next
out where
10 minutes,
Goblin going.
add a d6 to one of your d20 rolls.
We're gonna follow the goblins, I guess. And I'm
What?
gonna follow the goblins? Is that the consensus? Everybody, let's all.
We would like you to use your maps and your powers of deduction to figure out if they're headed that way. Where are they going?
If we know if there's a landmark that they might be heading to.
Because Bantu
Gotcha.
can see them in the dark and can point. They're going that direction.
Okay, just for the record, I wasn't the only one confused about what exactly you guys were asking.
Ryan's always confused, but he does just fine.
Roll me a
He does do
history
just fine, doesn't he?
or survival check.
Okay.
With advantage because Bantu is assisting you on this one.
Oh, survival is great. With advantage, that means I got to roll twice.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so that one's only a 15, but my second one, is worse. It's a 9.
15's pretty
15's
good.
better than what we're getting right now.
Because maybe it was when you were settling in for the evening, or maybe in the early hours, but you were before stepping into the cave. You remember flipping through your book when the bear mentioned something about a stone tower nearby, and going through your list of notes that you have about the area. There's one fallen tower that the librarians talked about being no longer a safe zone to set up their campgrounds nearby because of the goblins that took it over. A ruined tower that they just kind of gave up on. And, that's roughly in that direction too. And the goblins seem to be chasing whatever they're hunting back towards that tower. It's about 4 maybe 5 miles further upstream, like a couple more miles upstream, and then a little bit inward to the forest.
All right. So it seems to me that our foes are congregating on this fallen stone tower, and that tower seems to be where they've kept this item, an item of strength. I'm not really sure what that might be. But if we wanted to follow this route, inland and then along the river and then inland slightly, we could find this tower and potentially this item, but also these goblins who are doing so much trouble to the area. It's worth noting, just for the sake of fact, that our original edict was simply to protect the water source. The water source is protected. The goblins are a secondary problem. Do we want to go back to the village, letting them know their water is now going to be pure and they can make weapons that are strong enough to defend against the goblins? Defend at a stronghold, or do we want to pursue these goblins toward their source and wherever this object might be? An object, I'm not sure what it is.
Well, there'll probably be more than just 3 of us, so we should probably go ask everyone else.
I don't, considering how many I saw, I don't think that we can handle them at the moment. It would be best to go back to town and let them know that a band of 24 or so goblins are moving to the northeast of town.
Bree, how long you be in town?
What?
Oh, how long you been in town? Bree.
Oh, I've been in town for a couple of years.
Then you know those people not fighters.
No, they're not. So if we let them know what's going on, then we can prepare them with whatever knowledge we can give them, and then we can come back out.
I think the real benefit is the smith could make some weapons for us, and we can defend the town. Isn't it better? From my readings of battles, and granted, I'm only in my 19th year. I don't have all the facts. I haven't read the entire library of the bookworms, but isn't it better to perhaps defend position of strength than to go out into forays that you don't know the outcome? I'm just wondering if maybe that's not the best tactic, is to go back and make those weapons that the smith was talking about with runes and things that are infused strength. I think we've got some time. I think these goblins are only really moving as quickly because we're here.
I think we should go ask everyone. Because could be good to get element of surprise at tower.
All right, let's go ask the
Like,
haunted.
not necessarily have to kill all goblins, but maybe sneak in and take powerful thing.
Bree will pull out a map or like a journal that's got some like cartography sketches in there, and she wants to show.
You make maps too? Shikari make maps.
I do make maps. Shikari.
God, you're so talented.
Thank you. I've had a lot of practice. So
Show me
she'll pull out her map of I named it, Ryan, of Twilight Dell, a tower that she went and looked at for the fellowship. Is it the same tower that Shikari is saying? It's like, is it the same tower or is it a different tower?
This is a different tower than the one that you are referencing.
Gotcha.
The one you are referencing is to the west of town. This
Okay.
one is to the northeast.
Gotcha.
if I could maybe copy it, I'm sure the library would love to see your rendition. In true to form. Please.
I would love to trade maps with you, Shikari. I do agree with Bontu. We probably should get a group consensus. I'm raring to go and stopping the goblin threat. They have been threatening town for quite a while now.
Hell yeah!
But if heading back to town, and if the group decides heading back to town and resupplying and better preparing ourselves, I think Eobrin, God, I think Eobrin doesn't even have any armor with him, and he's supposed to be protecting Crow. We might want to get back to their things so that way they're better prepared. But I think a group conversation is in order.
Mechanically speaking, I need like one more level before that matters.
I agree. I agree, Bonju. There's one more level, and I'll be far more effective than I am right now.
I'm sure you're very effective.
Maybe we should kill all the goblins, and then we'll have enough experience to get that level.
I think that's exactly what I want to do. I want to raid that goblin camp.
All right, I'm team goblin killing.
We go back and wake up.
Gain some experience points, then we'll be ready.
Yeah,
go back and wake up party.
Yeah, I think we go and wake up everyone. Discuss.
All right. I will be right back. Discuss though.
I think we're kind of taking a break though.
We could talk amongst ourselves.
Wake everyone up. All right, so wake everyone up. Who's left? Who hasn't been involved in something? Everyone.
Wake up.
Oh yes.
Yes.
Wake up,
Maybe
Yas.
let Rain sleep a little bit longer. She just took watch.
Shikari wants to go wake up Yastrev.
I think the three of us are all stunning over Yas.
Are we all?
I think we're all going over Yas.
I love that so much better. He wakes up and everyone's staring at him.
This
Time to wake up Eobendra.
Yaga and Crow. All right. Yaga, please wake up. And then as soon as she like starts to get close, I'm assuming Crow just like brandishes a blade at her.
I don't know. There's Crow
Wait, who are you
definitely
waking
is
up?
a deep sleeper. Like if you go and like shake
waking up
her,
Yaga and Crow. I'm waking up Yaga and Crow. I'm walking up to Yaga. Hello, Yaga. It's me. Do you want to wake up? Could you please wake up? We have things to discuss. I'm so sorry. You look so rested and all that.
Real quick, you don't know her name is Yaga. You only know her by Crow.
Oh, sorry. That's what I'm so confused by. All right, I've got Yaga.
Amanda's
Crow,
got 4 names for her character.
No, it's just Crow, guys. It's just Crow.
All right, we only know her by Crow.
You only know her by
Animal
Crow.
names for Amanda from now on.
Just all the names. Just
Fox,
name.
Crow.
Crow, are you awake? Could you please wake up?
No, just 5 more minutes. It's fine.
Well, the thing is, if we had 5 more minutes, I'd give them to you. And you always know I'd never wake anyone up unnecessarily early. It's a tenet of my core faith, you see.
It's just 5 minutes. Thanks.
Right, but no, though, is the thing. And I'm going to poke her in the sides. I'm going to start tickling her. Is Crow ticklish? I'm going to try and find out.
Whoa.
Wait. Just hold on.
Roll for tickle.
Okay. I'm up.
At this point, Eobendra like has I assume he's been woken up.
I think you knew what was going on.
Would like kicked you on accident when she started
Let
tickling
your
me.
mistress be tickled is the question.
Yeah, once you start tickling, like he comes over and is like, "You're gonna have to stop that, miss. I'm sorry, that's not allowed."
Oh, I thought maybe you were just a protector and that you didn't protect her from fun? Or is it only, is it from everything, not just danger?
It's from most everything. Please step away.
Right, well, it seems quite hard on the lady to not have a good time every once in a while.
I didn't want to wake up yet.
And he
I
like
have a question, Mr. Eobendra. Have you ever hugged her in true affection?
Of course.
Absolutely. Wait, why are you waking me up? She's gonna like remove the sleep mask from her face.
Would you begrudge her that hug from anyone else? Knowing the good it does to the soul.
I have him. Why would I need anyone else? Why
I
are
would
you
not-
waking me up to talk about hugs?
I would not begrudge her a hug that she chose to bestow upon someone or chose to receive from someone. I object to your method of waking her up. If you would
All
please
right.
step back.
100% fair. I will absolutely wake you up first before your mistress so that you can bestow the affections of friendship upon her. I hope you know, Madam Crow, that all friendship is intended and you can always come to me for a hug.
Oh, that's nice. I really appreciate that. Like I'm so happy to hear that, but that couldn't like. Is that what you woke me up for?
Oh no, dear. We have things to discuss as a party. Please come forth.
Oh, okay. Like I'm happy. I'm happy you extended that offer, but also I was really confused there for a second.
You hear Bantu waking up Yastrev and going, Yastrev, there's goblins, wake up.
We are going to kill some goblins, Bantu. Let's go.
Bree's gonna get rain. I think it's important that this
Oh no,
this young.
Bree. Let her sleep. She was just on watch.
I understand that she was just on watch, but this young lady has a full vote in what's going on, and I don't think it's right for us to discuss attacking a horde of goblins without her.
Sneaking into
Wait,
tower.
what?
Who are you talking about?
We're talking about sneaking into tower to get powerful artifact to maybe deal with goblin threat to town.
What we have here is a failure to communicate.
If I may,
I wake up, Rain.
everyone, if I may, everyone, please, let's settle. We need to be as inconspicuous as possible. We have several options presented to us. An observant party member has shown us that there is goblins encroaching on our position. We can exit the cave quietly, and I think have a much better position of defense. We can, I suppose, fight from in here, which is a very precarious position. However,
No, we'll be fine. They don't know we're here. As long as we be quiet, I think we can avoid goblins.
Oh, wait, I'm sorry. I just woke up. You said that there are goblins.
Mm-hmm. Like 3 dozen.
Did you hear what they were saying?
Oh, I don't speak goblin.
I mean, I told you
I
during the
don't speak their tongue either.
I told you
Brian,
all
do
during
you?
the fire that I speak goblin. There was a little troop. Wait,
It sounded something
Oh.
like "ay."
Hold on. Can I do performance check to try to imitate what goblins say?
Yes, yes.
Brian, could you please interpret for us?
I don't know. Is Ryan back?
Yeah, try a performance check. We'll see how
Okay.
that goes.
I'm so glad that Nick allowed me to do that in the other game.
25.
Yes.
Rian, it takes a little while, but eventually you're able to pick up the cadence that he's trying to mimic, and you start picking up on the words tasty and bore, and seems to be like a hooting and hollering about meats back on the menu, boys.
Oh no.
They seem to be a hunting party out and about for forest wildlife and chasing something back home. Probably a boar, not a bear.
We don't think that Boo Boo's in danger, but he could be. I don't know necessarily where he went.
oh, okay. So
Do you want the gold one?
you heard
Or I
you
guess it's
heard
your
them
phone.
like akakai, or is it akakakai? There's a difference.
Was it 1K or 2K?
Yes,
Uh,
akakakai or akaikai.
guy.
Oh, okay, that makes more sense. That means boar. The other one just means
There?
no, it doesn't mean bear. It's latrine.
Hunter, what did you
Shit. Oh,
I don't know,
the
but
shitter.
my whole screen went black.
You went into the void, Bantu.
Well, the good news is
Oh, I'm back. Oh, what in the
Bantu went on a
terror
spirit
happened?
journey.
well,
Is the terror here?
Oh, the terror's in the cave. Oh God, run.
Well, the good news is about the goblins. One, we're not in any immediate danger. They were only chasing, I think, a boar, but it could also just mean a squirrel. A boar and squirrel, and also latrine, for whatever reason, share kind of the same cadence, syllables, so we can stay here at least until dawn. We won't be in any danger.
Well, I think there's two parts to this conversation. There's the preemptive attack and defense of the city of Westvale that we all temporarily reside in, or we just go back to the city itself and choose to ignore the current goblin
Well,
army, so to
Yeah,
speak.
Shikari, tell them about Tower.
Well, towers nearby are bastions of knowledge where doorways to the library are kept. I would say that if we could protect a town from these goblins, we should. Do you not
well,
think?
I don't
But wait,
think
it
that
sounded like they're hunting for boar, not townspeople.
exactly. So the town is not in immediate danger. In
Weren't
fact,
these the goblins that blacksmith needed to make weapons to fight?
I believe so.
Yes.
so I believe that with everything that they said, they will more than likely be a, a, a little bit more preoccupied eating the wild boar. They
Why?
said that meat was back on the menu, so it looks like we do have enough time if we were to immediately go and try to get the goblins. It would be like not stocking up the boat before chasing fish.
The hunters would become the hunted.
Exactly.
I will say that I'm pretty sure if we were to be able to clear out the goblin forces and also clear out the tower, that the Fellowship would probably pay a nice sum to each individual that was able to provide them the location of possibly a new watchtower for their road guarding purposes.
Of course.
Hate to
Right.
break it to you, Bree, but Yas, Trev, and I both member of Fellowship. We'd probably give up that info for free.
Not that they're a wrench into the plans or anything, but I wonder if it wouldn't be better to fulfill the contract we've been given first, and then proceed to perhaps a goblin horde if that's what the town wants. Because, for example, say we fail, which I know is absurd to all of us and not the outcome we would have wanted, but say we go forth without informing the town of our success here, it's very possible that we fail in the Goblin Bastion and they come and attack the town anyway, and they deem us to be failures all round. So I wonder if it wouldn't be better to just let them know, hey, this is what we're doing and we're going to go after this plan. Or maybe they want us there to defend their town. Maybe there are defenses there we don't know about. Maybe there are better ways to go about this if we go straight.
I have an idea. Diplomacy.
With
The
the
goblins,
goblins?
the goblins probably been having problem with Fungus Cave and polluting things because they're goblin in river, right? So, if we tell them that we were one clean out this and we from town and town friendly, you don't need to attack town, maybe they be cool.
You
I
know,
do
that's
not.
the
Lovely
thing.
that your mind works that way, but actually, the problem with bargaining with something you've already done is people expect more. They're going to
Well,
hear that you've allayed the problem and they're going to say, and so what? Congratulations, thank you for doing that for us, but you did it for free, did you not?
We
well,
don't have to tell them we already did it. We could pretend that we'll do it for them.
Has
know,
nobody else heard of Greasefoot Godrod?
No.
uh, no, I
The
don't.
goblin that is amassing other goblins to attack Westvale.
Do you know something of him that would help us defeat him, of this problem?
Well, I think the first part of sieging a town is to cut off supplies, and going through and ravaging all hunting grounds would be the first step. If Westvale doesn't have chance to get food, then the goblins have a better chance of sacking the town. Now, I do
I'm
think
just
we should.
saying, if meat back on menu, that means goblins not getting meat before.
I
Right.
I do agree with the diplomacy. It was before my time, but we used to have a good a goblin problem, and when eventually there was this other one,
prophecy about bringing peace. Turns out just bringing peace between a goblin tribe and our village. But it ended peacefully, and now we only have the occasional goblin problem. If one of them is a dick.
Oh, no. 3 have point. That Grease, what is his name? Grease guy?
Godrad.
He kind of dick.
I don't think you're going to be able to diplomacy this individual goblin. He kind of has a holier than thou approach to anybody that's not a goblin.
Why don't we just kill him? Cut head off Snake.
I think that would be wise. I as much as I hate to admit, I think it might be in our... I'm sorry, Chikari?
I didn't mean to interrupt. I was just wondering if I could do a history check on this particular goblin and see if you could find anything that might illuminate our path. And I rolled a 21. So
Ooh.
if there's anything Brian would like to give us, I feel like I've deserved it.
A resident historian?
Yes.
I feel like Ryan tell us a lot.
I think he told us a lot too.
Around.
No, they right there.
That's what you've got on record about Greasefoot Rod.
Why would you just send that to me? All right.
Or what? I don't have Discord on this computer.
Oh no!
No.
You're going to just have to listen,
You
aren't
don't have
you?
the book for it.
I don't have the book,
You read this once.
so I'm reciting from memory, but also it's going to sound very exciting.
I think Greasefoot
We can read it,
Jeremy
and
is
then we can
universally
recite it,
disliked.
and then Whatever
Jeremy, are you-
stands out.
Yeah.
Okay.
Taught you the story of a Greasefoot god rod. The story begins with a goblin lord of infamous reputation. He has been terrorizing the village of Westvale.
Oh, wait. Bantu starts playing music while you read.
Thank you. This is what I wanted. All right. A cunning and ruthless leader, Godrod is known for his greasy fingers and even greasier tactics. He's a master of stealth and sabotage, often slipping into villages under the cover of night to steal food, treasure, and sometimes people. Godrod's tactics are as varied as they are cruel. He might send waves of goblin archers to harass the villagers from afar, or he might lead full-scale assault, charging into battle with a war cry and a wicked grin. He's also known to use more insidious tactics, such as poisoning water supplies or spreading disease. Despite his small stature, Napoleon, Godrod is a formidable foe. He's quick, agile, and incredibly cunning. He's also a skilled negotiator, often using threats and intimidation to get his way. But beneath his tough exterior, Godrod is a coward, always seeking to avoid direct confrontation if possible.
So you don't know anything?
Things.
I think that honestly, I think it might be wise for us to go back into town. My daughter-in-law and my granddaughter are fierce protectors, and I think if they're if we let them know what might happen, then they'll be able to help protect the town. I think we might want to fall back instead of going on the offensive.
Okay.
I think if we get back to town and we get the blacksmith up and running, I think that might be our best path forward.
That is where Chikari and Yastram's carts are too.
And that we can properly supply and arm ourselves for potentially a very deadly battle.
Okay. Fine. I guess we keep watch, make sure goblins don't come in cave, and then get back to town.
I agree. I have next watch, so I'll watch at the mouth of the cave, and once it's safe enough to go, I think we should just pack up and head back to town.
I can join you watching the cave. I speak Goblin, so just in case that they come back.
Aren't you
That's
tired?
probably a good idea.
I mean, of course I have, but I've also spent my fair amount of time night fishing.
I understand that. You're more than welcome to join me and Chikari if you'd like on our final watch. I think the rest of you should try to catch whatever kind of sleep you can, at least until
Oh,
we get moving.
here, this
Should
will
we
help.
perhaps have a subtle messaging system in case the goblins decide to block off the cave? If they
I'm going to
decide to
yell
come
real
back?
loud, get your asses up and let's fight.
I
Oh,
mean,
one way
if
to
there
go
are
about it,
three,
my dear,
if there are three of
beautiful
us,
Ida.
then maybe the third person could easily go back and talk to the other party. We have the numbers on our side to do it. The other two could potentially try to buy time. We just need to have a fast runner run through the cave.
I'm
That
fast.
I can handle that. Don't you all worry about
Okay, fine.
it.
That probably
Bantu, I appreciate what you want to do. I want you at your best and your full energy if something were to come to pass. If someone needs running, I'll handle it.
Speaking of which, Bantu's gonna swipe the coffee cup out of Crow's hand and hand it to Rianne.
Here, this help.
Oh,
I love it. Steal from the rich girl.
I don't know what this is, but yes.
It called coffee. It wake you up.
That okay. Rian's gonna take a sip. I don't want this anymore, but thank you. Yes.
No, it tastes bad. Just finish. It keep you up.
Doesn't taste bad. Eon did a really good job at making that cup.
It's
I,
French
I,
pressed.
okay. I'll take this. Yes.
He's
Mm,
perfected
And
his art.
mm.
and as you're drinking it, it smells like coffee for an instant,
Uh-oh.
and then it literally like the taste and smell change to that of mud.
Mhm. That was great. Thank you. Yes, I'm going to mouth of cave. Great. Oh yes, it was so good. Thank you, Bernara. It was good. Yay! You see, like a good amount of that coffee on the ground.
It's tainting the water source again.
So good. A lot of people say that the rich, dress nice and, they have good taste. I frankly think that their taste buds are not that good.
How bad can it be? Bantu's gonna like take the cup from you and take a sip. Oh God!
Okay, well, I don't understand why you guys are being so rude about it. You guys took it from me, and I think Eon has only ever made the best of the best. So
I do not doubt this.
As I get the cup back, I pour another one and give it to Crow, and it now smells perfectly like coffee again.
and Crow will gladly drink this cup of coffee. I think this was even better than the first cup.
I added just a
Okay.
hint of sugar that time.
That's
That's what makes you so sweet.
Oh no, Amanda, you're fired.
Arr!
right. So should we go to the mouth of the cave now?
Wait, did we decide we're fighting goblins or we're not? I'm sorry, I got really distracted.
Oh no, we're gonna sit by Mountain Cave to watch for goblins just in case, and then slip past goblins and go back to town when the coast is clear.
So we gonna go back to sleep now?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Okay. Oh, I guess I don't need this coffee after all.
Wait, you be able to go through the night, right? Like you can like stay up all night, right? Right.
She's asleep.
I snuggle back in my bed. I probably could if I had to, but it doesn't sound like we really have to. So I'm gonna go back to sleep.
And
Okay.
Eon tucks
I
her in.
will go back to town twice now. I don't know if I want to go on an adventure with her.
You don't want to go on an adventure with Crow?
She won't.
You just said that we're going back to sleep. Why would I not sleep?
Would you want to go on an adventure with her?
I
Crow
think she
fluffs her
just needs the
pillow.
right motivation, Bantu.
Oh, I never thought of that. Like mentors. Oh, I'm in.
Precisely.
I'm in. I like this. Okay.
Just be her friend and let her do what she wants to do, which apparently is just going to sleep, which seems to be some sort of crime.
I just think she needs to get taught how to be light sleeper. You know, when you're out and about and camping, you need to be light sleeper.
Dude, can I explain something to you? Trying to tell someone how they should be is not polite behavior.
It's just a safety. It's just for safety.
Okay, but for safety, maybe you don't prescribe personalities.
I'm just talking about sleeping habits.
If I might interject, I'm pretty sure that she's oversleeping, and that's actually detrimental to her body. It's more beneficial if she gets up and moves instead of sleeping all the time. Her body's going to atrophy, and that's not beneficial with the terror right at our backs.
I just want to know if something go bad during night, she wake up when we yell for help.
Non-existent. Do you feel ill, rested, or in any way as if you are not yourself? My friend.
Sweetie, I haven't gotten a full night of sleep in, I don't know, 120 years. It's been a very long time.
I don't know why you think I'm talking to you when I'm
Oh, I'm sorry. You're talking to Bantu. I was just here at camp. I'm just watching. Don't worry about me.
Crow. Is that not who we're talking about this moment? Is that not who we were discussing?
Crow?
Crow? Were we not just discussing her as if she weren't even in the room?
I thought she was
I thought
sleeping,
we were walking.
so it's
I
fine.
thought she went back to bed and we were walking towards the front of the gate.
I thought we were gossiping about the sleeping girl.
That's what I thought. This is shit talk behind back.
Evie had to mute the mic real quick.
No, I just wanted to make sure I understood what we were talking about, and also, even still, y'all. What y'all are doing? Talking about her behind her back. I thought she was still awake. I
I
didn't
would
realize
tell it
she
to
was
her face, but she fell asleep so fast.
Oh, she went right back to sleep.
Coffee passed out.
All right. All I'm saying is, y'all prescribing things and talking about her like she's not in the room. Apparently, she wasn't. But still,
She did. When we were in that combat, she was too busy dealing with the twig blights than the greater threat inside the cavern here.
But she did do a good job with that.
She did a wonderful job with it, but priorities are not her strong suit, and I think that's something that we can help with.
all I know is that everything we discuss here between all of us is something we wouldn't mind saying to the face of the person we're talking about.
Oh, I plan on bringing it back up to her.
I kind of did say it to her.
If I were to say I want to be elbows deep in Bree's thighs, that would be a whole conversation I'm willing to have with you and her and anybody else who's willing to listen. Now, see, that's fair.
Elbows deep.
That's transparency.
Elbows deep? Did I
What
hear
were
that
you
right?
guys doing in that tent?
You know, to hook the thighs upon your elbow. You know what I mean.
Yeah, let's go listen for goblins.
Goblins, right.
Rian is already at the front of the cave.
Oh,
As
fuck,
the
I forgot they were
early
here.
hours starts to creep over the horizon, rays become golden lights illuminating the nearby woods.
Oh, that's why the light changed. I love you, Ryan.
That was awesome, Ryan.
Rian, you were the first out during the last of the watches for your party. During this time, if you'd like, please roll me a perception check.
Advantage? Yes. Yes, because it's Christmas.
Not yet.
It's Christmas.
22.
Didn't need it.
Fucking.
Oh, nice. Come on, Rachel.
Hey, you miss 100% of the shots you don't shoot.
Yeah.
You hear the
Sorry.
distant clattering of that goblin troop kind of gaining distance in the earlier hours of your watch, but as the night drifts on, it gets a lot fainter, more faint as the time passes. But after about 2 hours, as you start to hear the sounds of the people inside rousing and preparing themselves to make their way out, you can start to hear the sounds of another small pack of scouts starting to skitter their way back in this direction. You can, with a 23 and speaking goblin, you can make out that one of them is talking about how it found a dead goblin somewhere back over here. And they sounded like a few hundred feet away.
In what state did they find the goblin? Fully cremated? How did they know?
No, they heard.
Can I ask,
Partially,
was I there?
partially eaten by bear.
If
I'm
you're
asking
waking
you.
up inside of the cave right now.
No, I think Ryan, I overheard their conversation. They heard that there was a desecrated goblin.
One of them spotted a dead goblin back over here.
Okay.
And I'm asking you if that is a burned goblin. How did they know it was goblin? What characters, like, how did they know it was goblin? What goblin that we killed?
The dead one that's on the riverbank.
So the one that was lit on fire.
Mhm.
So it's a partially.
I mean, it's hard to disguise those goblin teeth. Got a lot of them.
Well, if it was only ashes, I don't know.
I don't think we got out fire hot enough for that.
I think you charred its corpse with a couple of fire bolts.
It was a
rose back up
scout
from
for
the
that
dead.
party, guys.
Got mauled by a bear. And then a few dozen goblins roamed right through here in the middle of their hunting party.
It was Bob. We killed Bob.
Not Bob.
No,
No.
Bob! No!
We didn't know. We could have saved him. Was it
True.
Zombob?
Oh,
Yeah, the
Zombob!
family.
Zomboblin.
Well, we know that he doesn't like his family all that much. I mean, he literally did slit the throat of one of his cousins.
Yeah, but which one of his kids do you think is his favorite?
Oh shit. You know, you can't really pick a favorite,
Got a list.
All right, so goblins seem to be looking for a dead goblin. All right. We got 3 people at the cave entrance, right?
Whoever chose to accompany you and or the
Bantu,
first
did you
people
stay up?
making their way out from waking up.
Yeah, Bantu come with.
All right,
Bantu probably
four
take
of us
back to
then. I
sleep
think
knowing
Chikari's still with
goblins
us.
outside.
Well, they haven't spotted us yet, but
Yeah,
they
I'm not
are
sure
seeing.
where everyone is. I have no idea.
Okay, so real quick, we've got who is where.
I think Bantu, Bree, Chikari, and Rain are scouting. Everyone else is sleeping.
Yeah, Crow was sleeping. Eobendros with Crow. Yastrev was reading by the fire.
So
I would
Bree will be up front.
my affinity is with Bantu and with Bree, but at the same time, like I don't think the party should be too divided. So I think
Oh,
I'd
we're not that far apart.
like
We're good.
It okay. Yastreb Hall has to get here.
Yeah.
Me trust him with life.
I mean, we got our hardest hitters up in front, so anything
I have very
happens.
big lungs. I can call for anybody who needs to get their ass moving first thing in the morning.
I mean,
Yeah,
I don't
Bree
wanna
very fast too.
I could hit hard.
I have those laces if we really need them.
And how far ahead you're scouting?
Not that far. I mean, just
I
like
think we're waiting until everyone's rested enough to get into. Oh God, Ben. I think we're waiting until everyone has enough rest to go back to town, right?
Yeah.
I don't know yet. Jeepers.
Even she's gonna deny her actual urges, and she's gonna stay behind in the spirit of like fairness and making sure that like every party is equal. I think that's something she would do.
So,
in Bantu and Briarios.
Mm-hmm.
But she's
Bree.
going to slip
Mama B.
But the
as
real
they
question, would
part
Shikari
ways-
be able to leave Bree?
Oh.
As they part ways, Shikari is absolutely going to walk up to Bree and slip her a small piece of parchment with a very, very touching piece of prose inside. And she's going to say, but also, I'm here for you when you come. And that's it.
So, Bantu, you spent a lot of time with Shikari?
She recent acquaintance, but you know she awful nice, very talkative. Lot of things. So I like listening to her.
She is quiet friendly. Very
Oh
knowledgeable.
yeah, you're one of the friendliest people I've ever met.
I haven't known her long, but it seems like her scales have been changing recently. A little more flush? You think she's all right?
Yeah, I don't know what's up with that. She might be sick.
I mean, she seems like someone of the healing variety. Maybe she might be able to fix her own problem.
Yeah, she's pretty independent.
She seems very independent.
Oh yeah, you know she set off on her own. Pretty ballsy in this kind of place,
Don't say.
right? Crazy.
I mean, I wouldn't go anywhere without my family. And I'm as strong as I am. Well, she is a very sweet young lady.
Yeah. You see any goblins?
Nah, I think they've done past our position. They're out of my eyesight. It's still a little early in the morning, but I don't
You
see
want to
them.
roll me a perception check before you make such a declaration?
I'm already proclaiming it, Ryan. That's how it's gonna be. Yep, that's how it's gonna be. I don't see shit.
I don't see any goblins. Let's go wake everyone up and get moving.
Yeah, I think we're ready to go.
No, don't see any.
Fucking Babe Ruth that
Oh,
shit.
God.
All right, we don't see shit. Let's roll, guys.
The dice tell us to role play.
Autobots roll out.
Autobots roll out.
Okay. Goblins seem to be gone. Let's get moving.
Zug zug, job's done. Let's move on.
Job's done.
Job done.
Wait, it's time to get up for real this time?
Yeah, for real.
Yes.
Okay.
The pathway is
I'm
clear
ready.
back to Westville. Everyone wake up.
Come on, everyone. The early bird gets the worm. And with the worm, you can eat and not starve.
I
The
don't
early
want the
bird
worm.
does not. Okay, then let me tell you what it is in my village. The early bird does not starve.
I usually sleep in and get fed quite well, but I trust your story. I'm sure you have to get up early in your village.
I don't.
What do you mean sleep in?
You sleep in your bed.
Till like the sun come up and then you get out of bed.
Yeah, or later sometimes.
You sleep past sun come up?
Only sometimes. You should try it sometime.
I apologize. Me not supposed judge you. Or your who you be you, boo.
Okay.
He pat you on head.
Yeah, okay.
And then he give thumb up to Shikari.
What's up?
Oh, Bantu told Crow to you be you, boo, and patted her on the head, and then he gave a thumbs up to Shikari.
I'll give a little salute back. I'm gonna walk up to him. I'm gonna say, Bantu, how do you find our new friends?
Very strange. Who sleep in past sunrise?
Hey, people, it's called sleeping in, my friend. It's quite
Yeah,
pleasant.
That's what I
you
said.
call it. It seem insane. Don't you have chores to do? Or something need doing?
Well, that's true. It's a little bit like you. Don't you understand, my friend? You forsake articles in your speech, whereas other people take the time to do them. Everybody spends time doing what they must, what they think is necessary, and in the meantime, we all need rest, do we not?
I guess you have point. Orc, very industrious people.
Why
Cut
waste
right
time
chase.
saying word when a fewer word do? You know what I mean?
Zug zug.
Oh, if you're so unnatural, I hope you accept that I was doing that for your benefit.
You good friend, Shikari. Let's get going. Here, rations. I know you forgot yours.
Always. I have plenty of books, though. Would you like to hear a morning story?
After workout. Gotta keep rehabbing shoulder.
All right. I can also recite to you some poetry. I was perhaps maybe sending some to our very dear friend who we've just met, but who's quite beautiful and quite capable and quite dreamy. And I mean,
Oh
Oh,
yeah. She was worried. Are you sick?
Oh,
Are
I'm
you
fine. I think
Oh.
I'm sickening for a little something, if you know what I mean, but I'm fine.
I don't know. Is that like a stomach thing?
Got a
Because you be
kobold thing.
changing colors.
Well, I mean, there does appear to be something that is causing a rash, so maybe that is what is causing her to be sick.
Oh yeah, Ram was getting really itchy. You always should see a doctor. Wait, you're the doctor.
Believe me, I prayed that that night might be doubled for us. Oh wait, I'm sorry. What? I have no idea what you all. And anyway, it's more
I think
a
Rianne has
private
a
moment
rash.
between individuals, is it not?
Anyway, time to go back to town, everyone.
Onto, you said you work out?
Oh, yeah. Me hurt shoulder when those 4 dudes, jumped me that Shikari warned me about. Didn't quite get out, unscathed. Shoulder kind of messed up, so tried to rehab it.
Let me know if you need some help stretching. I would love to help stretch out that shoulder. I need you at your finest.
Oh, that'd be great. Me can barely hold battle axe in one hand.
Maybe we can come up with a different fighting style that might best use your injured shoulder.
Just want shoulder to be better so I can swing axe.
Well, if we have more than a day, Bree will help Bontu with training.
Like, hypothetically, when we hit level 3, my shoulder might be
It'll
better.
be fine. That's why I'm getting in on the ground floor. I want to help Bontu get his shoulder back.
I really like that idea.
Bree, the physical therapist. I'm in for it.
Mm-hmm.
Crack that back. Shoulder.
You might have to bend down, or I have to get on a step stool, but we'll work the shoulder out.
Bree has him doing yoga, and he's like
100%.
He's like a weightlifter that's like never done yoga before, and he's like, "Oh, this is terrible."
We're gonna do the fucking TB12 treatment. That's what we're gonna do.
He's acupuncture.
Called it CrossFit.
Like, it'd be hilarious having him being laid out on a table with 1,000 needles all along his body for acupuncture.
Avocado sorbet or whatever the hell he eats.
Hammer a watermelon on top of him.
Help. And if we're into a group scenario, that's fine too. I'm just saying.
We need a hot tub session at some point, but we haven't got there yet.
We gotta let that hot tub, and we also need a rhinoceros for whatever reason, but it always makes.
Don't talk about Bree that way.
Rhinoceros and a hot tub. Can you make that happen, DM?
Hey, I have a serious question. I don't have work tomorrow. How late can everyone play?
I work tomorrow, but not in like a way that makes me feel anxious.
I have work tomorrow.
Probably called it a bad thing.
Oh, I have 2 weeks off. Can we play for like 6 days straight?
That'd be great.
Playing through Christmas.
Well, I'm completely off. I got no worries, no stress.
If it weren't for travel and going to visit the family, I would totally be down for playing 6 days straight.
Where are you traveling
You
to?
need rest.
Down to see my family.
That's right. You already went up to see Mrs. family, right?
Well, Allie's family lives around here. And I go down to Chattanooga, which is like 4 hours away. To go visit with my dad and his side of the family.
Oh, yay.
I got a lovely message from Ben. He waved as he was going down the highway past where I live.
Aww.
He's just waving because I'm going through West Virginia.
Yeah, it was at like
Love
2
that.
in the afternoon. I was like, okay, this is like middle of the workday, and there's no way I can hang out here until dinner. So
No, that's the most appropriate way of doing it.
Counts. It counts.
You could have stopped by.
If we
You
can
could stop by.
I thought about that. I thought about like that I could just like swing by.
I'm literally like a mile away from the interstate when you come off 81.
Yeah, I looked your address up. I was like, it's like I was literally like with it when I texted you. I was about 3 miles from your house.
Yeah. It's all good. I think we might go to Pigeon Forge at some point, so we'll pass by your house.
Sweet.
It's okay. We probably shouldn't. I just realized I'm still streaming, so we shouldn't dox Lucas.
That's fine.
And let's get that off and bye
The
everyone.
whole government knows where I'm at.
Not the government.
Government, man.
Okay,
And if
so
anyone wants to join me in
we're
this,
missing next week, correct?
it would be.
Yeah, Rachel can't make it next week.
Well, I mean,
Oh,
if y'all want to play,
I want to.
y'all could totally do it because like part of Reen's character is sometimes she's there and then sometimes people forget that she's there. So if you want to do that.
So we have to make sure that the time that Reen's there is extra special.
And a time when she can't die, because I feel like everybody should be there when their character.
Bree won't let her die. That's for sure.
Oh no, you could literally just forget her in the village.
Already dead.
That'd be fucking hilarious.
She's already dead. What is dead can never die.
She's gonna be like, wait, they already left?
No, that's perfect. That's perfect. She was in the shop. She was shopping. Y'all have already left.
She slept in for the first time to try it.
So,
Oh my god.
you know what this means? It means that at least one episode, or at least a short period of one episode, has to be Reen alone.
Reen
Like a
in
flashback
town.
episode?
Reen in town doing a daily
No,
like
Reen alone too.
Things say.
Lost in whatever the village name is.
Westvale Boogaloo.
You guys can figure out when that session is, the two of you, and then we will also play on Sunday, right?
Definitely.
Sunday morning, and then we play Sunday. Is anyone else playing Scrabble?
There's a Scrabble going on.
I'll try to play a game of Scrabble. I don't think I can form
I
a
can
word,
attempt.
but I'll try.
Woohoo!
All right, I'm gonna cut off my stream
We
here.
have a Scrabble app.
Yeah, I turned mine off.